Welcome everybody to the Southeast Asia English-speaking countries regional qualification for the 2v2C tournament hosted by Comtours. I am your MC for today, Cray SW, And today we do have tons of exciting matches coming your way, alright? So make sure to just sit back and relax and enjoy the entirety of this stream. We do have 2 coupon codes to be given out today as well for you guys, for you viewers. Just a gist of this tournament details as well. We do have 4 regional qualifications from Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and also the Southeast Asia English-speaking countries region, mainly consisting of Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia. And the final 2 teams from each region will be progressing onwards to the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December. So here, guys, can see the champion will be actually getting this awesome Summonerswo Angelmon wireless charger per each member, and also on top of that, they will be getting crystals and MS in the coupon codes when they receive this package. The runner-up team members will be rewarded with the Summonerswo puzzle box with a coupon code as well. And the 3rd and 4th placing will be getting 300 crystals each per member for their efforts for today. Alright, so a lot of interesting matches to come. Make sure to just enjoy this 2v2 tournament. Is a lot different than Arte, alright? Because in Arte, you can abuse things like the Rakuni and stuff. However, in 2v2, they are not that strong. So all the finalists, the 2 finalists from each region, they will be playing the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December 2023. Champion will be walking away with 2,000 USD in total, including 500 crystals for each member. The runner-up team will also be getting 1,000 USD in total with 500 crystals each. And for the 3rd and 4th placement, they will also be receiving 500 USD in total with 300 crystals per person. And the rest of the team participants will be receiving 200 crystals each for their efforts. So a lot to play for this one. Today, we do have quite a lot of strong players as well, guys. So once the bracket is up, you'll be able to see a lot of big names, alright? Things like our previous recent Magnificent 4 Cup winner, Flynn. He's also participating in this one. Team from GOAT as well. Very strong duo over there. We also have Minerva, Dr. Spatil, and also Soy Reva. I think they are also very hands-on in all these tournaments, right? So here are the brackets for today. Lex Eterna, Freya Babe will be up against Ant-Man Jr. and Joes. Zax and Flynn, this combo is probably one of the strongest in the C English qualification bracket. And they are up against Birdman Gang, Moses Swag, and also Shan Yi-chun. Yeah, that's what they call him. Your Carrot, Black-Hearted, will be up against Coconut and Pepperminty, 2 big names over there. Kai, also a very strong Arte player. He's pairing up with Cheese Pie, and they will be fighting against Soy Revar and Dr. Spatil. So without further ado, I think once all these members are ready, we will be able to progress onwards with our matches, alright? So for the competition rules of this regional qualification and also the final round, it's going to be a best of 3 for the quarter-finals and also the semi-finals, and a best of 5 for the final match. So this is gonna be a little bit tricky in the sense where there's quite a lot of strategies in terms of 2v2. You have to see whether your teammate kind of complements or synergizes well with each other. And in terms of the runes, monsters as well. So we'll see. I think if, let's say, one teammate is going for something like a speed kind of comp, the other person also has to follow up with some sort of fast team, you know? Because if he's going for something like Juno, all this kind of second turn units, then they don't really synergize that well between the 6 units. So we do have Lex Eterna, Freya Babe. The first match is underway for the quarterfinals here. Ant-Man Jr. and Joe's on the other hand. So Miles picked from Joe's and Freya Babe just going for the Chiwu. Ant-Man here taking away the Sagar and the Moore. Two very strong units in RTA, and we can see Freya Babe and Lex Eterna's combo seems pretty nice as well. A lot of speed leaders already locked in. Mainly a competition for speed leads here. We're seeing the Oliver and Tomoe picked up as well. So Chandra this time. He removed the Chandra for that dark unit with the Verdahal. That is gonna be very scary. And locking in the Balinus with Poseidon. So some sort of cleave comp here that we are able to see. And what will he actually do now? So taking quite a lot of time to choose the two units there, and it's gonna be the Meiho Wang and the Fingyan. So pivoting into second turn now, there's no heals on the side of Ant-Man Jr. So I'm not sure whether this will synergize well between the teams, but we'll see. But the Howl also doesn't really connect well with the opponent, but of course attack bar boost is gonna be good. We are seeing the Dark Pudding Princess together with Charlotte. Oh, very interesting units picked up. So I'm not sure what Sigrid can do. Sigrid, basically, he increases the attack power for 3 turns and the attack bar boost as well for Josie's team. And it's gonna be the Annabelle pickup over there. Annabelle is gonna be pretty huge in the sense that if she has very high resistance, if they don't land their skills coming out from the opponent's side, Annabelle will be able to go for the full cleanse on the team and also laying out the slow debuff, including armor breaks, a very heavy utility unit. And we are seeing both of the speed leaders ban out. For Josie and Ant-Man, they are removing the Chiwu and Oliver. However, Moore and Sigrid is done for as well. So we'll see who will actually get first turn here. Of course, with Tomoe, you do have that 24% speed leader. So in terms of synergy, I think Freya Babe and Lex Eterna definitely will be getting the first turn here. And we'll see what they can actually capitalize on that, alright? So Wind Robo definitely moving first, going for the Blade Crush. Oh, that was actually quite risky, but it paid off. The Verdahal didn't get the revenge. And with this Dark Pudding Princess as well, getting the strip into the slow debuff, that is huge. So Abelia will be able to follow up with the armor breaks, landing the attack debuff as well. However, failing to land the armor break onto the Fingyan this time. So Maelstrom, pretty nice damage done. And Tomoe now can just go for the spread, pushing everybody's attack bar down as well. So Fingyan now armor broken. They are just going for it, getting the stun onto the mouse. However, Annabelle resisted it. Oh, they're spreading their damage quite a lot though. So Vert finally gets one revenge counter. And Tomoe, from what I'm seeing here, the Tomoe skill probably isn't max. However, this Oblivion is gonna be huge onto the Vert. And the Meiho Wang is already down. Oh, this is looking real good for Lex Eterna and Freya Babe. Annabelle has to go for the cleanse, however, taking that big risk, minusing her HP by 50%. Is that the play though? So now Annabelle likely gonna drop soon, but Fingyan, being Fingyan, is always gonna be a very strong entity over there. Potentially will be able to solo, but we'll see about that. depending on the rune quality of the opponent. So Vert just getting control up the whole time with the Oblivion. They are not afraid, even getting the stun onto the Annabelle. So Blade Crush is back up online, just going for that additional damage, bringing down the Annabelle already. Charlotte needs to get some sleep, didn't get it. And that Pudding Princess next turn does have the Oblivion once again. That is gonna be good against things like the Fingyan and also Mouse if she can land the skill. Getting the stun onto the Sagar again. So 3v6 right now. And with Mouse with the slow debuff, he's not able to do that much of a damage. However, with the additional turn means that 2 pure damage hits onto the Balinese. And likely gonna bring it down soon. However, with the Robo Punch again, getting the double stuns. And this time, Oblivion will be able to be placed unless she just goes for the third skill first. So, just playing it safe. Try to get the slow debuff rolling. With that sleep, Charlotte does have the skill. Oh, that is huge. So now, with all this glancing intact as well, where is the damage output coming up from Jose and Ant-Man Jr.? Sagar goes down as well. Very nice draft coming out from the side of Lex Eterna and Freya Babe. So I think this one definitely in the bag unless Fingyan goes crazy for some reason. So 1k per hit only onto the Mouse. However, he's dropping real soon. And the slow debuff is just making that Mouse not moving at all. Armor break landed this time. Maelstrom just gonna go for the damage. Poseidon's damage is enough. Of course, with 100% crit rate, you're always gonna crit. And this Mouse is gonna drop as well. All 6 units on the side of Freya Babe and Lex Eterna stays alive. 1-0 to them. So, pretty good stuff in terms of the drafting so far that we're seeing between their synergy. And I think Ant-Man Jr. and Lex Eterna needs to probably steal some of these units away. So one thing I really like here is that we're seeing things like Chandra pick up, the Charlotte as well. I think everybody learned from our champion from RTA, the SWC World Finals. Wow, it was amazing, you know. So that guy, he played things like Sekhmet. The trio was the Sekhmet, Chandra, and the Charlotte. His main 3 core units. So in terms of the drafting this time, so far it's the exact same. And Ant-Man Jr., however, is changing up a little bit here. Removing the Sagar for Juno. So I think if you're Freya Babe and Lex Eterna, they don't really need to change anything up, really. It's kind of working for them. And yeah, we are seeing the Balinese and Poseidon picked up once again. So pretty interesting stuff so far. What will Jose do? Raccoony Mouse-ish kind of comb, but that only works for your lineup. Doesn't really help your teammate that much in that sense. However, he is gonna be locking in the Raccoony. And together with that, the Chandra as well for the speed leader, 24% is gonna be huge. And Lex Eterna this time going for the Teor. So Teor is gonna be really decent against the whole lineup coming out from Jose, because with the slow debuff coming out from Teor, Miles once again is not gonna be able to do too much. The Duck Pudding Princess as well, able to land the Oblivion onto Raccoony, things like that. And we'll see what Ant-Man Jr. has installed for us. He is minding for this Sagar pick and also the Haegang. So what will Freya Babe do now? Last pick is gonna be ill important here. 15 seconds to choose that last unit. And we will be having Jose picking his last pick as well. So we'll see here. Down to the wire. Going for the Josephine this time. So Josephine, a very good counter against things like Chandra, Miles, because Chandra does have the innate normal attack stun. And also potentially on Despair as well. Things like Juno will be likely on Despair too. So we'll see about this. Oblivion unit in the form of the Dark Pudding Princess will be banned out this time. Chiwu as well, together with Sagar and Shizuka. So Shizuka is one of those picks where I think if you are able to abuse it in 2v2c tournament, it's gonna be huge, you know, because you are getting all of the debuffs from the opponents. So Teor already just went down like that. One additional turn from the mouse, Teor drops. So very glass cannon-ish unit. No HP, full on attack. Oh boy. Oh, that's not a good start for Freya Babe and Lex Eterna. So now Rakuni also getting countered stun there. And just trying to get some Despair stuns rolling from the Juno. However, failing to land the strip onto the Tomoe. So another round of strips coming out from Haegang. But Josephine will be able to get that big shield. Who do you kill for? Who do you kill first in terms of Freya Babe and Lex Eterna? So we are seeing that Josephine's damage output is not that high. Probably on a full HP build, just to be rather annoying to deal against all this kind of Despair units. And Kama will be placed onto the Chandra this time. We'll be able to spread later on, but we'll see Maelstrom getting the pushback as well. So very good controls now coming out from the Philippines corner. Oh, everybody Filipinos. But yeah, Freya Babe and Lex Eterna. The Belenus needs to go huge here. Has to bring down that Rakuni ASAP. If not, he's gonna be able to potentially cleanse the stuns and whatnot. With a Violent proc as well. Could be huge. But there's so many debuffs on that side already. So very good controls. Rakuni will be moving next. So what can Juno do here? 1007 per hit. So additional damage on the Juno, pretty decent. And Rakuni getting this very important turn. Able to heal up a little bit more. Poseidon can potentially silence here, but with the glancing though, yeah, the damage output is not really there. Trying to bring down this mouse, gets one more additional turn before he potentially drops. He's already down to last hit, but Rakuni with the speed buff is gonna be healing up that mouse again. So this is actually very good for Jose and Ant-Man Jr. A better draft this time. So just trying to bring down this Oliver. Every chip damage counts because there's no heals on the side of Freya Babe and Lex Eterna. And Tomoe is not good against Juno as well. So there's no way you are able to just go for the Kama into the third skill. You're just gonna heal up that Juno every single time. So Josephine gets the counter again. Oh, nice stun onto the Belenus. Oliver goes down, but yeah, yet again, the damage output from that Josephine is not there. And Miles is actually healing up more. So back to safety zone for Joe's lineup. And we still haven't even seen the Chandra move much, you know. So haven't even placed the hug and whatnot. Okay, gets the stun. Very important, this one. And Poseidon will potentially throw back all these debuffs onto the Chandra's head. Gets the hug this time. And now, things is looking bleak. On the side of Freya Babe, Belenus goes down as well. Rakuni will be able to boost up to heal. And I think this one is rather over, you know. So Moore is just gonna go for this additional damage. Able to bring down the Poseidon already. 2v6. Yeah, this one is definitely in the bag for Joes and Ant-Man Jr. We are going to Game 3. Alright, once again, for the quarterfinals and semifinals, it's gonna be a best of 3. Final round will be a best of 5. So there's tons and tons of matches to come for today. And this one is just a part where they just want to take their time on thinking what's their next draft, right? So yeah, Tomoe finally goes down. Miles, they just couldn't bring down that unit. With that Rakuni though, I think maybe it's not too shabby where you're pairing Rakuni with the Miles. You know, you can also fit in things like Oliver if the opponent doesn't pick it. That's the old holy trinity that we are always seeing in the previous RTA season. So first picking Miles every single time. Joes doesn't want that unit to be on the other side. Probably one of his best rune unit as well. So we'll see what Free Babe will do this time. Changing it up. Going for a potential Savannah. Just thinking it through. Poseidon first pick. Very interesting. So not going for that Chiwu first. And Ant-Man Jr. taking away the Oliver this time. That might be a game changer. So Lex Eterna once again locking in the Dark Pudding Princess and the Tomoe. Sigrid is gonna have a showcase once again. Hopefully we see him getting through because earlier it was banned out. And 15 seconds. What will be the other pick? He's minded to take this Sagar in, but removing the Sigrid for Shizuka instead. Very interesting. So Shizuka here means that if the Dark Pudding Princess gets the Oblivion, there's gonna be AoE Oblivion as well. But no passive units on the side of Rhea Babe and Lex yet. So Wusa Savannah. Ooh. 2 units we don't really see too often. But Wusa with the immunity and shield for 3 turns is gonna be pretty big because there's not many AoE strips on the opponent's corner just yet. It's just probably this more and the Juno. Savannah is also gonna be doing a lot of damage output as well with the AoE armor breaks. And falling behind with this Juno and Singza. So Singza is gonna be a heavy counter towards Freya Babe's lineup because we're seeing double water over there. And what will Lex do this time? I think they have to stick to their guns. Have to lock in another speed leader. However, going for a Diana pick, potentially. Removing it for a Tessarion and Chompong. Okay, 2 decent units. So Chompong with the armor break, glancing, able to push back, reset as well. Heavy utility unit right there. And what will Joes do this time? 5 seconds left. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Taking Fing Yan. He's just banking on high resistance Fing Yan here to do the trick, you know? So with that Fing Yan pickup, I think from the looks of things, probably a Wusa ban because yeah, the stripping department on the side of Joes and Ant-Man isn't really that high. However, this Douglas pickup means that Miles will be banned, probably. Yeah, because Miles eats Douglas all day long. I am not sure about that pick. Yep, from what I'm seeing here, Miles will be the ban, and then they just do not want to deal against that Douglas. Tessarion Moore will be removed as well. So just one AoE strip from Ant-Man Jr. has to land it on Freya Babe's lineup depending on who the Wusa chooses to go for the immunity. And probably work from there. So yeah, Wusa getting the first turn. saving himself with the immunity and shield. Okay, and Wusa is also on Violent as well. So pretty fast unit here. And the Duck Pudding Princess will be able to go for the slow debuff, pushing the opponent's attack bar behind a little bit as well. So immunity on almost everybody's hits. The Oliver can't do too much there. And Juno getting a very important stun and strips onto everyone. Yeah, stun onto the Poseidon's hit. And Serious Metacoms getting the increased cooldown time onto the Shizuka. That is very important. The Monkey not 100% crit rate, so failing to land a crit onto the Chompong. A good karma onto the Oliver as well. So control wise, looking pretty decent on the side of Freya Babe and Lex. However, the Chompong is taking heavy damage. And there's no heals for it. So getting another stun onto this Oliver. Shizuka drops towards the Savannah's second skill. Was that the play though? Could have finished off the Sagar or the Fingyan instead, but we'll see, because Shizuka got resetted for a couple of turns. So it wouldn't be that scary unless she Violent procs a couple of times. And now, Chompong just gonna try to push back the Sagar. Do not want him to move into a Violent proc, you know. So big damage done onto that Sagar already. Able to push back. Oh, gets the stun onto Oliver again. However, Kama failing to land a stun onto Fingyan's hit as well. The Tomoe is doing so much work. No joke. So Chompong finally goes down. And what can he do here? Just gonna go for the silence. So Juno will be able to heal the team up by 20%. Was that the play? I am not sure. So getting double stuns. Oh, this Juno is countering the water unit so hard. Sagar will drop now. However, very nice additional turn coming out from Freya Babe's Wusa. Now, I think this is the point in time where you kinda need to kill off the Fingyan. So big damage done already with the armor break intact. Fingyan has to cleanse itself. Try to rely on that heal. The Calm Mind is gonna be proving very strong here. Savannah dismounted. Has to probably land the Karma onto the Oliver. If not, the reset train is coming. So finally landing it. And will he just spread it? He does. So getting so many counter damage onto that Tomoe. 4v4, but it's favoring Ant-Man and Joes because of Fingyan Juno as well. Those two units could come in clutch. We'll see about that soon. Big damage onto the head of the Duck Pudding Princess. Oh, how are you killing off this Fingyan? Poseidon goes down as well. 3v4. It's not looking too hot for Lex Eterna's side. The Duck Pudding Princess, this supportive unit, also very squishy, going down by the normal attacks from Juno. So this monkey is just going all in. Kama? Who cares? He just wants to bring down this Wusa ASAP. And from here on out, there's nothing this Tomoe can do. Ah, unlucky. Yeah, this Juno is gonna solo from here, getting a very big stun. And Ant-Man Jr. and Josie will be moving onwards to the semi-final. 2-1. Very nice drafts coming out from both sides. I felt like, yeah, Lex Eterna and Freya Babe, they went very heavy first turn lineup. However, the damage output just wasn't enough. Couldn't bring down things like the Fingyan in time. Probably could have killed off the Fingyan first with the Savannah's second skill instead of the Shizuka, because Shizuka was already stunned up with the 2 turns minimum reset from what I saw. And yeah, Fingyan, you know, as time goes by, even if the HP drops, because that unit is a defense unit, HP of the opponent drops, the defense passive damage output is gonna be so strong. And you also need to deal against things like the Juno as well. So yeah, Juno was a very clutch pick coming up from N-Man Jr.'s side. So congratulations to them. They will be moving onwards to the semi-finals. Now, we do have the next set of quarterfinals. And it's gonna be a pretty nice one as well. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be Zax and Flynn. These two players are from Global. However, they are Malaysians, and yeah, recently got to meet them up as well. A very strong pairing, alright? So, on the other hand, we have Moses Swag and also Shani Chun. Those two are my guildmates. So, all the best to them, and it's gonna be a fun one. Flynn locking in his Asher. Chong Pong will be picked up as well. What will Moses do this time? Contest for speed. Yeah, speed leader, very important. So taking away this Oliver, what will be the other pick? Probably things like more. Yeah, more can be great. But falling back onto this Juno pick'ems. So Juno, pretty decent against Asher because Asher gets the speed buff. Will be able to strip into a dot. Potential stun as well. What will Zax do? Yon Hong is in the field. Alright? So Yon Hong more on the side of Zax. And what will Flynn pick later on? We'll see. So Shizuka and Kana this time for Shani Chun. Do we see the Naftis in play? Laura Naftis, there we go. Tons and tons of LD Nat 5s between Flynn and Zax. A lot of it. And they do have a lot of strategies, definitely with all those monster box that they have, you know. So Moses here, Juno likely gonna be banned off because kinda heavily counters things like the Naftis, and Annabelle Sagar pickup on the side of Moses. So Sagar is gonna be okay here, depending on whether it's violent or swift. But we'll see. Dark Robo, another form of AoE strip. And for the last pick for Zax. 5 seconds left. What will it be this time? Ooh, the Light Slayer. Alright. So, Zax really wants the first turn. Yep, Crick is gonna be very decent here. Alright, Heigang. Chi-Tian dancing as well. The Light Monkey King. Oh boy. On the side of Flynn, this is so scary. That's Speed Leader, in a way, potentially needs to be banned off, right? I think Neftis more banned. And then you just try to fight speed with speed. But who is gonna be moving first? Okay, so they don't really bother about the speed leads. They are just gonna give it to Flynn and Zax. And this is gonna be very scary, you know? So Yon Hong potentially moving first with the Crick, 55% resistance as well. So on the side of Shiny Chun and Moses, if they don't have 100% accuracy, this is gonna be a little bit tough to lend their skills. But we'll see. So Asher. There's so many first turn units on the side of Flynn and Zax. Asher will be able to boost up here if he chooses to do it. Okay, goes for the Laura. Laura needs to use this skill. Gets the AoE strip done. However, Shizuka 100% resistance. Blade Fan gets the strip. Oh, Shani Chun side. It's gonna be taking heavy damage with the Naftis second skill. Yeah, he's just gonna go for it. with this additional turn. Is it a crit damage Nephthys? Hits pretty hard. Yeah, 5.4k and Shizuka goes down. Annabelle has to cleanse. But yet again, Shan Yi-chun already losing 1 unit there. And the Sagar. Who does he reset? Didn't even land it onto the Yonhong. Pretty unfortunate. So Chumpong has to go for this serious matter. Unless he's greedy. Okay, yeah, no greed play. Just have to try to reset this Yonhong. If not, Yonhong does have that heal. So not sure whether there was an increased cooldown time onto the Yonhong, but we'll see in a bit. Alright, didn't get the reset. So we'll be able to heal up for the attack bar and pushing up this Nephthys as well. This combo is so sick. Another additional turn. They are just gonna go all in onto the side of Shan Yi-chun. The Kanal not looking too healthy over there. Annabelle also not able to land the armor break and slow debuff onto the Asher. So that's pretty huge. The Kanal. Very important additional turn. Just gonna go for it. However, with the glancing, the damage output isn't enough. Alright. Another unit down. Yonhong doing so much damage. Look at that. I'm pretty sure this Yonhong is on a crit rate build. So able to do so much onto that Chompong. Wow. Annabelle needs to sleep here. Very important sleep. Oh. Additional turn, however. Will he save his teammate? Does he go for the heal? He does. But only 11,000 on the head of Karnal. Karnal is gonna be dropping soon again. Oh, this is tricky. Trying to work onto that more. Now they're spreading the damage. Trying to get the attack bar pushback onto the Asher. Nephthys this time doesn't get the additional turn. This Juno hits really hard, alright? So we're seeing around like 2 to 2.1k damage per normal attack. The artifacts is good on that one. And Craig will be able to go for the third skill here, getting the attack buff for the Yonhong. And now, another round of heals incoming. Trying to save the Asher. So yeah, Karnal goes down towards the Blade Fan. And it's looking really hard on the side of Moses. He has to carry this one. Not even able to land the armor break. The resistance 55% is coming in clutch this time. Wow. Can't even strip. Oh boy. However, the dots will secure the kill onto the Moor because Yonhong doesn't have the heal yet. Alright, and pretty sure it's a swift unit. So Asher here does have the heal. Just gonna go for the speed buff. Annabelle getting a very important additional turn. Now, if Yonhong goes down, Moses can potentially solo this with the Juno, you know? So, failing to land the Despair Stun this time. Sagar still surviving on by the skin of his teeth. Finally going down towards the Nephthys. Oh, can Juno kill off this Yonhong in time? I am not sure. So I think this Craig has to go for the buff. Wow! Yeah, buff into the heal, it's over. Yonhong back to full life as well as the Asher. And now they just need to bring down this Juno. 9.4k per hit. Look at the amount of damage output. That Yonhong MVP, bro. So strong. Nah, I don't think Annabelle clutched this. It's gonna be so impossible, you know? So over here, I think Shan Yichun and Moses, they just need to take their time, figure out what kind of other draft that they can bring out against Flynn and Zax, because we do know these two players, they have a lot of very good strategies, you know? So we are diving right into the next match here of the best of 3 between Zax and Flynn. And Moses Swag together with Shan Yichun. The Singaporeans up against the Malaysians here. And we'll see. Flynn will be getting the first pick later. And I think, from the looks of things, do you steal the Moore away? I think Moore is gonna be a very contested pick. Because if you're leaving the Moore over there, means that you're definitely giving them the speed leader. You kinda need to ban one of the LD units, right? Coming up from one of those pairings. So Asher, Chompong, so far pretty much standard stuff that we are seeing. And Zax, this time taking away all of the normal speed leads. So Oliver and more pick'ems locking it in. So definitely speed leader on the side of Flynn and Zax. Moses this time, however, might pivot into this Vanessa. Do we see a Sonia as well? Vanessa Annabelle. So Laura and Chitian dashing. Shan Yichun is just going for the same exact picks. So do we see things like Shizuka? We do know that didn't really work too well for him, so this time changing for that Charlotte. So Charlotte controls pretty decent, however, yeah, there's no speed leads on Shan Yichun's side, so Moses kinda needs to go for one, able to lock that in. And that Robo pick'ems again. And what will the last pick be for Zax? He's going for the Shan. Oh, we love to see Shan, you know, because with the attack speed, AoE stun, synergizes very well with all of these AoE strips coming out from their side. And Jameer is gonna be a decent pick. We'll be able to cleanse if the Jameer doesn't get stun up, things like that, right? So Sonia will be picked up as well, and Flynn is just gonna be locking in this 4 units the whole time. He don't need to change anything really. Yeah, Cheetan dashing, Laura works very well together. You fit in a Nephthys there just for the fun of it. So many debuffs, and we're not seeing a Juno pick yet on the other corner. So Haegang again. So likely Haegang ban, Sonia ban, or Jameer. Yeah, I think Sonia is kind of like a forced ban, because if you leave that unit through, one is definitely dead. Unless the Asher gets to outspeed, which could happen because Asher does have very high base speed. However, they are not taking the risk. So Haegang and Sonia will be banned off. And on the side of Flynn, we do not see the Light Monkey King and the Dark Robo this time. So now they will be locking in their leader skills. I think on the side of Shan Yichun, he is gonna go for the Kanal HP leader. Definitely the Vanessa speed lead as well. And Flynn does have 50% HP from Shan, and also the 24% speed leader from the Nephthys. So this is gonna be very interesting. Who will get first turn? Definitely the Asher. So Asher I think just gonna go for the buff once again. This time onto the Mor. And Mor will be able to go for this AoE strip. Lands it onto everyone. The Oliver train is coming. Tons and tons of reset. So not looking too hot for Shan Yuchun's side. He's just gonna get gangbanged again. All in onto that corner. However, Jamir will be able to refresh. So we'll see about that. And Vanessa will be cutting in between here, trying to land the armor break onto the Shan. Jamir not able to actually cut in between this Naftis. So Jamir and Annabelle kinda counters the side of Flynn heavily. So even if he does this here, Annabelle will be able to go for the full cleanse and heal. He has to do it. And even getting this additional turn. So now, who do you lay the armor breaks on? I think you still kinda need to kill off this Shan first, right? Because second skill, Squall, pure damage. Just trying to do as much damage as he can. Gets the violent proc. Shan is dropping real soon. With the slow debuff, 0 attack bar. He's not moving. Just gonna go for it. Shan drops. So looking better this time. Chompong doesn't have any skills. That's what we know. Oh wait. Jamir refreshed earlier, right? So yeah, he's able to go for the pushback, getting the Despair stun onto the Naftis. Yeah, and Jamir, being Jamir, crit damage build. Let's go. We'll be able to see the amount of damage. Not that much. Interesting. Probably just on the crit rate build. And Annabelle will be able to heal again if she chooses to do it. This time, he's just leaving the Chompong to the dust. Not gonna heal up just yet. And just trying to get some stuns rolling from that Charlotte. So, Chompong getting resetted again. Kanal next turn does have the skills. So from what I'm seeing here, with the slow debuff onto the Oliver's hit, the Kanal will be able to turn cycle faster. And doesn't even matter that unit drops. Oh, this drop is looking real good. Moses actually coming in really smart with his drop, you know. The Jamir cutting in between Annabelle as well. So he's playing more like a supportive role in this match. Also able to do a decent amount of damage with the Jamir. So that unit is so strong. Look at that, 16,000 additional turn Asher just drops. That is around like what, 31,000 damage. Just like that. And yeah, 1-to-1. Wow. Shan Yi-chun and Moses. I think this time the draft has worked pretty well. In terms of the Haegang. Haegang is always a force ban. But maybe if you're Flynn, right? Or Zax, do you just ban off one of the Charlotte or Kanal? You know, those units are pretty strong with the pushbacks. Yeah, there's just so much utilities, despair, potential stuns coming out from Shan Yi-chun's side. Jamir also able to cleanse with a reset. That is huge. And it's all gonna boil down towards this last match once again. Every quarterfinal is going to a best of 3 so far that we're seeing. So Chompong doesn't need to change anything here. Just gonna lock it in. And Flynn, will he switch things up? Because we are seeing the Asher pick wasn't really that hot, but they really won their first turn as well. So locking in this Asher and Moses, I think this time, does he really want to take this Oliver away? Does he need to? Oliver and more this time. Alright. I would have preferred things like the Vanessa Sonia again, but this lineup also works, and now Zach's got no choice but to take another speed leader in the form of the Vanessa, and this time bring in his Yon Hong. So we do know earlier that Yon Hong came in clutch so much, just couldn't die, able to heal up non-stop, and the Blade Fan also dishing out so much damage. Armor break that was almost like 10k per hit, and we are seeing the Shizuka and Kanal. Oh boy, I am not sure about this one. Shizuka is gonna be strong. Whether she gets CC up, that's another question. And Flynn is just gonna be locking in his Laura. The next pick, maybe Nephthys or the Light Monkey. Does he change things up? He doesn't. He's just gonna go for a full light lineup. Actually, what Zax can do here is running Shan. Yeah, 50% HP leader works very well for Flynn. And also his Yon Hong, you know? So yeah, we might be able to see that unit later. Moses here, just gonna go for the Annabelle. They are preparing very heavily to fight against things like the Nephthys. So Masha will be picked up as well. Masha is gonna be quite strong here because every time she moves, she gets the immunity. Nephthys can't really do too much about that. And Zach's got no choice but to lock in double AoE strips. The Chiwu and the Dark Robo. He really loved that unit. And Shani Chun, what will he do? I think Heigang again. He's not changing things up, right? Oh, Veromos! Okay. Yeah, Veromos is gonna be real decent here, you know? That's a very good pick. See guys, F2P LD Net 5, everybody can fuse that unit. Make sure to build, alright? It does come in clutch against things like Nephthys, all this G10 dashing as well. So Veromos is gonna be so scary. I still feel it's a forced ban, but we'll see here. Flynn locking in his Sagar at the end as well. So Veromos and Annabelle will be banned out together with the G10 dashing and Yon Hong. Oh, Flynn first turn so strong. Will they be able to bring down anything before Moses and Shiny Chun moves? We'll see about that. If they can survive the first turn, it's gonna be heavily favoring Moses Swag and Shiny Chun's lineup, alright? So Chiwu does have the sleeve attack going for the pushback. Decent amount of damage. And Vanessa has to land this armor break here. Maybe onto the Oliver instead. But yeah, they're just gonna go all in onto the Chompong, failing to land the armor break as well. So pretty unfortunate. And Shizuka is just getting pushed back all the time. Okay, so stun onto the Kanal. What can Moses do? Will the Masha be able to one-shot anything? Oliver will be able to follow up soon as well. So just gonna go for the reset onto the Sagar. Landed. And that is huge, you know, because Shizuka will be able to potentially move soon. With the glancing, able to land the pushback. Wow. This Chompong, so strong. Getting the Despair stun onto the Laura too. So Shizuka, what can she do here? I think they are just gonna go all in onto Flynn's lineup. All things in nature needs to come. However, using it onto the other corner, interesting. So Sagar goes down, and I think probably working on to the Dark Robo this time. Next turn, he does have the Blade Crush. They don't really want to deal against that skill. Will he just go for the reset, pushing back the Asher? And getting the increased cooldown time onto the Dark Robo as well. Oh, things is looking real good for Moses Swag and Shani Chun. Soul Protection will be onto the Marsha. So with the glancing, he's just gonna use every single skill. He don't care. He just want the additional damage from that Carnal. So Asher might go down real soon. Revive onto the Sagar. I am not sure about the revive. Probably should have saved it for another unit because Sagar got resetted earlier. So now Laura might go down. I think the reset this time will be onto the Dark Robo, trying to get the attack bar, the full attack bar rolling. And this time Sagar gets the resist. So Laura finally goes down. Can Kana get the provoke here? He does. Asher, no skills for at least 2 turns. And he drops. So now, where is the damage output coming up from Flynn and Zax? Is this Chiwu on crit damage build? Oh, the 2-turn sleep? Okay. This could change things up. But yeah, we'll see about that. So Shizuka gets the additional turn, goes for the past life spell onto the Chompong. Sagar still alive. So that provoke was pretty huge because the Chompong did have the third skill up. 3v6 though. This additional turn will be able to secure the kill onto the Dark Robo if he chooses to do it. Yeah. Wow. Moses and Shani Chun, they just need to deal against this double fire. And it's gonna be a 2-1 victory for Moses Swag and Shani Chun. Congratulations to them. Wow, they beat the recent Magnificent 4 champion Flynn and Zax. They played really well in terms of the drafting. Maybe Flynn should have changed things up a little bit. Yeah, he just went for the Asher, Laura, Chi-Tian the whole time. Not changing anything up really. But I guess in terms of their synergy, they know that they do have the first turn output every single time. It's just that it was lacking a little bit of damage on their side with that Vanessa pick and Chiwu, right? Because that Chiwu, after he did the AoE strip, didn't really do too much after that. Vanessa was just there to get a revive. Didn't even land the armor break at the start onto the Chompong. So that could have been a little bit different if, let's say, the first turn the Vanessa landed the armor break. Chompong could have dropped. But yeah, hindsight 2020. So yeah, congratulations to Moses and Shani Chun. They will be moving onwards to the semifinals. And they will be fighting Ant-Man Jr. and Joes later on, alright? So now we do have the other bracket, the right side, this one. Your Carrot, Black-Hearted against Coconut and Pepperminty. This is a good one, right? Boss against, in a way, Goat. So congratulations to Pepperminty and Coconut. Yesterday, they played the Siege Battle Tournament. They won the finals against Illuminate. And yeah, Illuminate mainly consisting of Thai members. So definitely we'll be seeing some of them in the final round whenever they are done with their regional qualification in Thailand, right? So we are seeing Pepperminty this time also taking the Asher. So is it a thing where Asher is a very good first pick unit in 2v2? Black-Hearted, of course, he does have this Naftis. We're seeing Coconut going for the Han and Wunsa. 2 dark units. Super strong LD Nat 5s. And your Carrot, does he have anything? Yeah, Ryan from Minerva. Oh, the Dark Indra. Okay. Yeah, Dark Indra is like a gene on drugs as well. So a lot of CC potential, 2 turns provoke, things like that. Able to survive really long as well. Yeah, because when you're under the Thunderous state, you are reflecting like 30% damage back to the opponent. With the 2 turns provoke as well. That could be huge, you know? So yeah, Deva Raja. Pepperminty just going for the Carnal and the Dark Robo. Yeah, Dark Robo heavily picked up as well. Black-Hearted, he does have this Volantis. A very flashy LD Nat 5 there. Volantis, one of the best, you know. Oh, Coconut is just flexing every LD Nat 5 that he has. Maximilian, Yon Hong, let's go. Double speed leads locked in for Coconut. And oh, this is gonna be brutal, you know. Yon Hong will be able to boost up a potential AoE strip if Pepperminty goes for 1 more unit. So your Carrot just picking up this Sonia and the Zibala. Because they know that they do have Speed Leader locked in already. You can only ban 1 on the side of Black-Hearted. The Chiwu or Naftis both does have 24% speed leads. So I think it's a decent play there in terms of their synergy. And Chongpong will be last picked for Peppermint Tea. So who do you even ban if you're facing against Coconut? Will it be the Yon Hong ban? The Wunsa is also very scary with that Han, you know? So yeah, we'll see. Shan will be last picked for Black-Hearted. I don't think you let the Yon Hong through, you know? Yon Hong is gonna be so scary, able to boost up the Dark Robo, things like that, follow up by the Maximilian's big damage output. But yeah, Wunsa also one of the units that they don't really want to deal with it, and it's just gonna be banned off together with the Dark Robo, Volantis, and Oliver removed as well. So 24% speed leader, HP leader on the side of the Goat Corner. Black-Hearted Carrot does have the 41% accuracy with the speed leader as well. So Asher moving first has to probably boost up his lineup, you know. So Chongpong will be able to follow up with the potential strip. He has to strip the left side, because if you glance the Sonia, it's all over. Sonia gets the move on. So just gonna go for it. Boosting up the Maximilian. They are gonna go all in onto the side of Black-Hearted. Big damage done. Sword Rain comes as well. Shan goes. Everything goes down on the side of Black-Hearted. Left his Naftis, which is already dying. Wow. So, even if Sonia kills off something here, what is the plan? Holy moly, this Hun has almost 40k HP. Wow. Not able to bring it down with the Sonia's ignore defense. And Han is still alive for some reason. How? Oh, that was huge, man. Now Sonia is just gonna die towards this skill. Storm Sky, bam bam. Gets the additional turn. Sonia goes down. Naftis will go down too soon. And potential stun from the Han as well. Oh, this is rough. Who would have expected... Oh, I think that was a misplay there. Did Coconut not remember Indra does have that reflect damage? But of course he just wanted to stun that unit. So kind of makes sense. And Zimbala will be able to move soon. However, with the glancing, everything also resetted already earlier. Not able to do too much. Chongpong with the pushback. I think all is good on the side of Coconut and Peppermint Tea. 1-0 coming out for them. So good drafts. What really catch everybody off guard, I guess, was that Han. Yeah, Han surviving from that skill, right, was so huge. You're able to go for the armor break, big damage, and also the stun onto the Deva Raja after that. Yeah, couldn't really do too much. Deva Raja also didn't really get enough provokes. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. And we are able to move on to the next match here. The next match of the best of 3 between the boss and Goat. So Pepper just sticking to the Asher. Oh, your carrot does have a Wunsa as well. So just taking away that unit. Doesn't really want Coconut to have it, because the Wunsa likely on some God Swift runes. So locking in the Oliver as well. Coconut does have a counter for everything, you know. We are able to see things like Tianlang, Seimei. Seimei is also okay against Naftis, reducing everything by 1 turn. But I think he's just gonna stick towards his Han. The Han, very good runes. And 5 seconds left. Yonhong. So synergy wise, they are just gonna full speed ahead. Chiwu will be picked up. A Viva Shell? Huh. That's something we don't see too often, you know, because whenever you go into Arte, when you're facing an opponent with the Viva Shell pickup that unit, right? You usually pair it up with things like Leo. However, you can't bring Leo in 2v2. So taking away the Sonya kinda makes sense. Although it might not be, but we'll see. I think Viva Shell base speed is also on par with it, right? So yeah, very interesting. And Deva Raja will be chosen again for your carrot. And falling behind towards this Shizuka pick. So in a way, if Naftis and Shizuka is true, 2 Naftis on the field. So Naftis just needs to go for the second skill, Curse of the Beautiful, landing everything. Shizuka can follow up with all things in nature. So very good synergy there. And Maximilian Nikki as well. Nikki is gonna be upgraded Annabelle in this slot, you know, providing the attack buff for the Maximilian and Han. Able to AoE cleanse, heal up the team whenever you're facing these kind of lineups. And Chiwu will Chumpong will be locked in for Black Hearted, and Dark Robo on the side of Peppermint Tea. So speed leaders confirmed on the side of Coconut. That makes it so that Peppermint Tea's Dark Robo works with the Han's leader skill. Oh, this is gonna be a very scary one. With speed leaders as well. Asher will be able to move first from the looks of things. So Chiwu, Maximilian, Dark Robo, Wunsa Ban. 33% speed leader for your carrot. 30% dark speed leader for Coconut. Oh, that's not that good though. No speed leader for the Asher. However, he is gonna be moving next. So has to go for the switch here onto the Chumpong. Oh, that was a greedy play. I felt like he probably should have just went for the pushback onto Asher and Sonya, but it doesn't really matter. Naftis will be able to follow up with this skill. Asher can't really do too much. And what can the Yonhong do? Does Yonhong just go for the heal? Try to cleanse the armor break? Yeah, he's going for it. And Asher will be able to buff up as well. The speed buff is gonna be clutch. So Ghost Prayer cleansing everybody. Sonya. Oh, something is gonna go down. I think you just remove the Chompong from here, right? Yeah, probably should have went for the Chompong because the damage output, you know, when you're running Sonya like this, is on a crit rate build. 100% crit rate. You don't really have good crit damage output. Not able to finish off the Oliver just yet. So just a 23,000 ignore defense. Han finally bringing it down. And now Shizuka will be able to go for budget Nath this skill with all things in nature. Landing everything for one turn. So this makes it so that the Han can't follow up with the second skill stun. Just saving his... Oh, however, additional turn? No point. Oh boy. Oh no. Naftis resisted though. So something good working for Black-Hearted. But this Viva Shell pick is not really working that well for him. Yeah, getting the control slow debuff is huge. His units ain't moving at all. And what can the Deva Raja do? The damage output isn't enough. So Revive will be able to land. Just placing it onto the Chompong. Has to go for the reset on the right side, you know. Yeah, you kind of need to go for it. So we can see the Chompong did so much damage, honestly speaking. Oh, Naftis getting the attack debuff. Oh, the slow debuff onto the Naftis was clutch. That is actually huge. This makes it so the Sonya will be able to cut in between later. So Deva Raja, because of the immunity, it didn't get stun up from getting off the Thunder state. Something good working for him. Nikki not able to get the sleep proc. Naftis goes down as well. And what can the Viva Shell do? Just a normal attack. 6.7k. Asher will be able to heal up. Sonya has to kill off something here. I think you just go for it onto the Deva Raja at this point, you know. Ooh. Because no Thunder state, no reflect damage. You don't need to be scared. And it's already last hit. Yeah, Han can just turn cycle with this. Oh, he played so safe. He should have just went for the third skill onto Shizuka. You get full attack bar and then you're able to kill off the Deva Raja. But at the end of the day, also same outcome. So congratulations to Coconut and Peppermint Tea. We did see their synergy very well. Didn't really work out for Black-Hearted by picking in that Viva Shell. It was only for like the first turn, you boost up the Chompong. If the Chompong not a violent, you go for the strip. You can't follow up with the pushback. So yeah, pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Coconut and Peppermint Tea will be moving onwards to the semi-finals as well. And they will be up. They will be basically facing against the winners of the next set of matches here. We are seeing Kai and Cheese Pie. They will be fighting Soy Revar and Dr. Spattle. So Soy Revar, Dr. Spattle, those two players are from Minova. I believe they are one of the strongest players in that guild. A very reputable guild as well in the Asia scene. Kai, of course, Cheese Pie. If I'm not wrong, they are from La Familia back then. But yeah, Kai does play for Kenny House a little bit, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, we'll see this one. Who will be able to get the win? So like I said, tons and tons of strong players in this tournament. All fighting to try to progress onwards to the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December. So mark down your calendars on that one. It's gonna be a very interesting tournament because the winner does get 2,000 USD in total. So it's all to play for. Dr. Spatel going for the Oliver Cheese Pie, just taking away the Shizuka. So potentially a second turn-ish lineup coming up from the right-hand corner. But Kai is just gonna stick towards his More and Naftis. Soy Revar. Another Nikki pickup. I notice whenever we are seeing Naftis, there's always a Nikki and Annabelle to counter those kind of lineups. So Dr. Spatel here locking in two very interesting units. Wolyong, something we don't see too often, but also providing the attack bar push, and with that 28% speed leader, minimum 28% on the side of Dr. Spatel and Soy Revar's side already. Is that a tech Gianna? It could be a double Nemesis Will Gianna. We'll see, because I feel at this point there's no point running Gianna on Violin. Also no point running it on Swift because you get outsped by things like Edna, Sagmat. Pretty pointless. You go Violin also, you're not gonna be moving. So yeah, Gianna is just in a very, very rough state at this point in time. Praha and Chitian dashing will be chosen for Soy Revar. Yep, we are seeing the Etna and Zibala. So full speed ahead. Once again, who move first, I think kills something. Definitely. Whoever gets the first turn. But with Asher and Wolyong, you know, they do AoE attack bar increase. Synergy wise, I think Soy Revar and Dr. Spatel is slightly better in that sense. So Sagar will be last picked here. Sagar, a very strong unit because there's pretty decent AoE strips coming out from Chompong and also the Praha. Able to follow up with the AoE provoke pushback from Sagar. It's gonna be good. But what will Cheese Pie do here? Locking in double Beast Riders. So we saw Savannah earlier already, and then now he's bringing in the fire counterpart, Masha. So hang on to your seats, guys. After this set of best of 3, we do have a coupon code for y'all, alright? So coupon code, there's only 500 up for redemption, so please make sure to collect it as soon as the code is appearing on the screen later. Alright? So hope you're enjoying so far. Sagar, Nikki, Naftis, and the Shizuka will be banned off. And we'll see who actually goes first. So slight lead for Dr. Spatel because it does have that 33%. On the other side, they only got 24. Asher, Wolyong likely gonna be moving. So Asher can boost up his team. Wolyong can boost up the other lineup. It's gonna be great. So we are seeing this Gianna on Biden, on Will, but we are not sure whether it's Nemesis. No Nemesis. Okay. However, Praha failing to strip. Pretty unfortunate. So Chompong does need to go for another round of strip, but just playing it safe. Gets the additional turn. So lucky. And Chiten Danshin can push back everybody over there. Wow. That violent proc came in clutch. I swear. And then now Etna getting resetted. Praha can potentially sleep the team, but he's just gonna go for the normal attacks. Monkey trying 0 stun? Bro, this Chitian dashing 0% accuracy, is it? That was a little bit unfortunate. So Praha getting stunned up this time, trying to dismount the Masha. So you don't really need to touch the Masha here because it's gonna die. It's gonna get dismounted towards that dot. So Wolyong's damage output also pretty decent. Now, who do you reset? I will probably go for the Zibala, but yeah, he just wants to kill off this Etna down. So Chompong will be able to finish it off. Okay, looking real good so far. Savannah getting this violent proc, however, with the glancing. Just risking it for the biscuit. Getting the armor break onto the Chompong. So Savannah will be able to follow up with some big damage soon. Does he boost the Savannah? You can secure the kill. Okay, going for the Gianna instead. So glancing. Oh, bomb landed. This Gianna high accuracy. Yeah, I think at this point you just normal attack, turn cycle faster. But playing it safe, trying to get the stun onto the Chompong. Doesn't really matter because Savannah is gonna be moving. I think that Chompong is gonna die regardless. But yeah, getting stun up this time. So thankfully he did it. But Masha might be able to cut in between as well. We'll see. Has to get the pushback. Got it onto the Masha. A big stun onto Praha again. Ooh, Oliver doing Oliver things. That is big. Wow. And there goes the window of opportunity to kill off the Chompong. Will he try to push back the Masha a little bit here? Just going for the reset onto the Gianna instead. And Amuse comes. Chi-10 dashing is still alive. Can this Chompong violent proc? Didn't get it. But everything is so healthy on the side of Soy Reva already. So Praha will be able to follow up with the heal soon. Unless Zibala can stop it. No, Zibala lightly on Swift, so no violent. Massacre onto the Masha's hit as well. The unit goes down. And this Praha, I think, can just normal attack. No point healing, but if he wants to heal, so be it. Kind of works both ways, you know. So just putting 2 units to sleep. And the big controls is coming. It's looking real good for Dr. Spatel and Soy Revar. Once Savannah goes down, this match is definitely over. So Gianna dies. Chompong just gonna go for the pushback onto the Savannah as well. Dismounted form, no more AoE armor breaks on their side. GG's. Yep, this one is pretty much over. And we'll see what Kai and Cheese Pie can change in terms of their draft. You know, they went for this heavy speed contest lineup, but they allow the 33% speed leader. They allow Asher, Wolyong, all these attack bar boosters in the field. So in terms of the banning, maybe you kind of need to remove at least the Asher or the Oliver, you know. So yeah, Praha even able to kill off the Savannah pretty easily, and 1-0 goes to them. Good fight so far that we are seeing. The Gianna didn't really do too much though. That's why, yeah, need to change things up, I feel, on the side of Cheese Pie and Kai. Gotta work around that Naftis from what I'm thinking here, unless they got another sort of lineup that we haven't seen. Maybe other LD Nat 5s that they could potentially bring out over here. So yeah, we'll see. And from what I noticed, the other corner, you know, whenever people got Naftis, the other side has a very heavy counter unit. You know, every time Nikki, the premium version, we're not even seeing Annabelle, you know? It's Nikki. So Kai, this time taking the Gianna again with the Moore. Dr. Spatil going for the Shizuka. Oliver, pretty much standard pick'ems for the 2v2s. Chompong Nikki once again. And what will Cheese Pie do this time? I think he needs to change up 1 or 2 units in terms of his drafting. A little bit passive earlier. Not really passive, but then couldn't outspeed, you know. Do you take away the Asher? Zibala and Masha, alright. Two very high base speed units. But Masha at the end of the day won't be going that fast because usually it follows up after things like AoE strips, you know? So you can dish out as much damage output as you can with that armor break. We are seeing Dr. Spatil going for a very interesting unit, the Geo. So Geo against Oliver is good. He was also thinking to lock in things like Rakuni or Riley. I think that's too passive. There won't be any damage output whatsoever if he does that. So going for the Kanal is slightly better. And Soy Ravar this time. Jamir is gonna be pretty good here, depending on whether it gets stripped of the wheel later on. We'll see about that. So 5 seconds left. What will be the other pick? You see Chi-Tian dashing again. The Light Monkey King came in real clutch earlier. So Mei Ho Wang don't care about your sleep. Very good unit. Especially with all these high garden players, you know. Their Mei Ho Wang is so efficient in terms of the runes. It does have HP, it does have attack obviously from the passive. As time goes by, his attack increases. HP wise, very tanky. Very fast as well because of the base speed. Super good unit to have, you know. So if you have Mei Ho Wang, please make sure to build it up. It's definitely gonna be helping you out in your RTA progression. So over here, we are seeing a Sagar last pick coming up from Dr. Spatil. Who will be the bans? With that Geo pick, means that he's just gonna be leaving that Oliver to dust. Probably banning off one of the fire damage output. Yep, we are seeing the Mei Ho Wang. Don't really want to deal against that. Mei Ho Wang is the superior version of Masha, you know? Because Masha, although it's fast, it's so squishy because you have to build it on attack, you know? Very easy to bring it down to the dismounted form, and once it's down to dismounted form, it doesn't really do too much. So yeah, Zibala gets the first turn here. However, not able to do too much, has to just normal attack. That's pretty unfortunate. He could have just boosted up the Gianna or the Praha instead, but same outcome. Those units will be moving next. And more. Not able to strip the Sagar. Has to land it. He's not going for it. So AoE provoke incoming. Okay, gets the reset onto the Chi-Tian. The Light Monkey King won't be having skills for a long time. And Masha, I think over here, they just want to bring down the healer. That Nikki is gonna be so scary. Oliver, violent proccing out from the stun. Cleansing himself from the armor break as well. That's huge. So Praha getting resetted. Jeonpong also proccing out from the stun. What can he do here? Landing the armor break and glancing onto Oliver's head. Oh, but Nikki needs to heal up ASAP. However, he doesn't have the skill. It got resetted earlier. So just gonna go for the Sword Rain, doing as much damage as he can. Zibala will be able to follow up with the third skill, but if he does that, he's gonna minus 50% health. He's just going all in with that Zibala. Unbelievable. I think that was a pretty greedy play. Okay, he's trading his Zibala for it. So Masha getting this violent proc as well, trying to bring down this Nikki in time. Is it enough? We'll see about that. Nikki drops. Okay. So pretty worthwhile in terms of the Zibala skill earlier. Praha needs to violent proc here to heal up. Didn't get it. And another round of additional turn from this Chompong. This Chompong is carrying the match so hard. No joke. Trying to turn cycle as much as he can for that Chi-Tian dashing. So Oliver finally goes down. The Masha will be able to potentially one-shot something with the armor break. We'll see whether he can land it. Going for the cigar. This more also critting that unit. So Chi-Tian dashing needs to violent proc a couple of times. He's not getting it, however. So now they can just work onto that unit. This is looking real good for Kai and Cheese Pike. However, Praha getting stunned up again. I think the Zibala is gonna be dying soon. So just trying to land the provoke onto the Giada. That's huge. I think at this point in time you have to kill off the Zibala. But he's not going for it. Yeah, Kama at this stage. No point. The HP already won. So yeah. G10 dashing, likely gonna be dropping here. But I think he's gonna get the additional turn. That was so lucky. I was gonna say the Zibala could have finished off the unit, but yeah, he just played it safe. Chompong down to the last hit as well. Not looking too hot for Dr. Spatil and Soy Revar this time. Because I think the Chompong is gonna die soon. And who is gonna kill off the Masha really at this point? Nothing, right? Even the Moor is gonna be doing so much. This bomb landed as well. GG. Game's over. 1-1. Wow. Okay. So this one also going all the way down to the wire. BO3 making it worthwhile for you guys. And who will come out ahead in this one? We'll see. Dr. Spatil, Soy Revar. In terms of the drafting, I think it was fine. Probably a little bit unlucky. But yeah, Cheese Spike Kai. The Gianna didn't really do anything, honestly. She just soaked some damage up. That's about it. Only at the end, able to land one bomb. So I don't think Gianna is like a decent unit to bring in here. But probably one of the better runes that Kai is investing on it. So Soy Revar just gonna go for the Chompong, and Nikki don't need to change things up. Naftis, Gianna, flashy. I feel if you are Kai, you know your opponent don't have those two units, it's better to just try to take away the normal elemental ones first. Then your last two picks, you can just go for that. Because I'm pretty sure with this sneaky pick, even if they got Naftis, probably not gonna be using it. Or they might, who knows. So yeah, Cheese Spike going for the Charlotte and the Masha. I like this draft coming out from Dr. Spatil and Soy Revar. Those Wolyong Asher combo again. We saw earlier this lineup did so much work. Cheese Pite and Kai didn't stand a chance. Do they stick to their same units? Yep, they do. So the Praha and Chi-Tian dashing will be chosen again. I think this is a very good draft from their side. And if you're Cheese Pie and Kai, now there's nothing really too much you can do, you know? You are falling behind towards all these second turn units. Nothing is gonna be moving first, honestly. Everything on violent. So just trying to bank on a potential 100% resistance Rika. Ember. That's a very greedy Ember pick, you know? He's praying he does have the Neftis combo with the Ember's damage output. but I think before you get your damage in, your whole team is dead. So yeah, we'll see about this. Shan also a very high rated unit in this 2v2C tournament so far that we're seeing. And what can Cheese Pie do here? It's not looking too hot for them. I guess you just pick in a Heigang, you pray to God. Yeah, Heigang, Juno, all these kind of things, since they are already running second turn units which aren't very tanky as well. I am favoring Dr. Spattle and Soy Revar's lineup this time in terms of their draft. Very well-rounded draft coming out from them. Now we just need to see whether they can land their skills in terms of the accuracy check. So probably just a Shizuka ban, Nephthys ban, no speed leader on Cheese and Kai's side. It's gonna be pretty rough. However, only one AoE strip from the left hand corner, you know? So we'll see whether this Chompong lands his skill. If Chompong fails to land strip, it's over. As simple as that. If he lands, then one side is definitely dead. So just going for the buff here. Failing to land it onto the Gianna. Oh, that could be clutch. So just trying to do as much damage as he can. This Gianna definitely on Violent Will, pushing back everybody. And I don't think you buff here if you're Wolyong. Because if you buff here, Gianna is gonna have a field time able to strip either one of the corners, you know. So landing the bomb onto the Nikki. Now with that being said, Nikki can also try to cleanse later on because there's no resets for Kai and Cheese Pie. The Wind Guardian Angel, this is just to prolong, get the push back a little bit for the Masha here to try to kill off the Nikki. Nikki needs to go down. No armor break landed. Oh boy, this ain't looking too good. So with the speed buff on the Nikki's head, it's gonna be moving after the Juno. So will this Juno have enough damage output to kill? Additional damage, not enough, my friends. Nikki is gonna survive this. I think if you're Chompong, you just push back the left hand side. Yep, that should do the trick. But it's not over yet though. If let's say Ember or Rika gets a violent proc, imagine. Yeah, has to go for the Ghost Prayer. Needs to cleanse this bomb. 18,000 heal with the attack buff. Look at that. And now the controls is coming. I think at this point, you don't need to work onto the Juno at all. So Armor Break finally landed onto the Chi-Chan. Trying to bring down this Masha instead. Oh, two turns. Game changer. Oh, Juno able to heal up the Masha a little bit more. Oh, that's a very good stun. Is this gonna be crumbling for Soy Revar and Dr. Spattle? Oh no, every time you land a debuff onto the Juno, the Masha is able to heal up again. It's not really over yet. Oh boy, I think this Nikki is gonna die. Got potential armor break kill. Going for the Chompong, failing to land the armor break. Pretty unlucky. So we can see Ember, even though she hasn't used any skills, you know, the normal attack is so much. So Dagger Grudge here, do you just kill off the Charlotte? He's just gonna go for the dismount onto the Masha. Has to get a sleep. Oh my god, another sleep? Maybe? Imagine? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, that was so close. Oh, Nikki almost clutched it. And it's not really over yet now. Because with that dismounted form on that Masha is gonna be doing so much damage. Getting a very big stun onto the Chompong's head as well. They're just trying to survive this Chompong. But it's just gonna go down. Everything is falling for Soy Reva and Dr. Spatel. They were doing so well at the start. And now it's looking bleak. 3 against 5. So Asher. Oh, he's going for it, trying to kill off this Rika. But every single time this Masha gets a normal attack in, it's gonna be huge damage. You can see that Juno is hitting so hard, 2.2k per hit. Yeah, I think what changed the game here was that 2 turns from Masha twice in a row. That was pretty huge. So just securing the kill onto the Ember, 3v3 now. Asher getting stun up. Mega Impulse Gun not able to finish off this Charlotte just yet. Something is gonna get one shot. Knew it. Additional turn as well. GG. Oh no. Wolyong, bye bye. Wow. That's a very good comeback for Cheese Pite and Kai. So yeah, congratulations to them. They clutched that one. Masha MVP. I think as simple as that. Masha won the match for them. Wow, amazing. So strong. Okay guys, so we do have our 4 teams locked in the semi-finals already. And we are gonna be having a coupon code for you guys, alright? So make sure to use your phones now and type in this over here. It is 2VOI 2LA1. Okay, you'll be able to get 100 energy and 100,000 mana stones for your farming. Of course, now farming 30 times repeat battle. Any energy counts, alright? As much energy as you can get. Make sure to collect this one. Up for 500 redemptions only, so make sure to include this one ASAP before it runs out, alright? So, once again, 2VOI 2LA1. You'll be able to get 100 energy and 100,000 mana stones. In terms of the bracket that we have for now, we are coming into semi-final territory. So Ant-Man Jr. and Jose, they won 2-1 and they will be fighting against Moses and Shan Yichun on the right corner. Coconut and Pepperminty winning their one very convincingly against Black-Hearted, and they will be up against Kai and Cheese Pie. Alright, so with that being said, we are gonna have a 7 minutes break, 5 to 7 minutes break, before we begin into the semi-finals, and we'll see who will actually progress onwards to the finals. The final 2 teams will be qualifying for the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December. Okay, so just sit back, relax, stay tuned, and we will be having you back after the break. Welcome back everybody to the Southeast Asia English-speaking countries regional qualification for the 2v2C tournament. And we have already locked in 4 teams, alright, in the semi-finals. And these 4 teams, they will be fighting for the first prize, obviously, the Summoner's Charger for each team member, including a coupon code which consists of crystals and mystical scrolls in the merchandise. The runner-up team members will be rewarded with the Summoner's puzzle box, right? Very interesting one with a coupon code as well. And the 3rd and 4th placing will be getting 300 crystals each per member for the efforts for today. And the top 2 will be qualifying for the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December. So make sure to mark down your calendars. That is gonna be a huge one because the prize rewards over there is great, alright? Winner of the final round, which happening on the 10th of December, will be getting 2,000 USD in total, including 500 crystals for each member. Runner-up over there will also be getting 1,000 USD in total with 500 crystals each. And for the 3rd and 4th placement, they will also be receiving 500 USD for their efforts and 300 crystals each per person. And the rest of the team participants will be getting 200 crystals each for their efforts. Alright, so we do have Ant-Man Jr. and Jose. They will be fighting Moses and Shani Chun. So from what I'm seeing here, Moses and Shani Chun, they actually fought one of the hardest players earlier, Zax and Flynn. Yeah, we do know Flynn was our recent Magnificent 4 Cup winner. They played really well, but just falling short towards the smart play coming up from Moses. Brilliant Jamir and Annabelle pick up for their team. And this time, Shani Chun, instead of going the Chompong first pick, taking the Kanal away. And Jose is not changing anything up as well. Earlier, we saw him 3 rounds in a row, first picking the mouse. And he's just gonna stick towards his guns. And Moses this time going for the Oliver and potentially things like more. Yep, we are seeing that. And for Ant-Man, I think Tomoe? Yeah, he was heavily relying on that unit earlier, right? So we'll see. Chandra and Sagar this time. Alright. Oh, changing the Chandra to the Tomoe instead. Alright. 2 very strong units because, of course, Tomoe does have the Karma, which is also a pseudo counter towards things like the Oliver. Fire unit able to land the Karma easily and then also potentially stunning here and there with the normal attacks. Very good unit to have. And Shani Chun is gonna go for the Charlotte, including this Wind Robo. So Wind Robo additional damage is gonna be pretty decent here, because so far we're seeing no heals on both sides. What will Joss do this time? Is he giving Chandra to his teammate? Yeah, because we do know Joss ran Chandra earlier, including this Sigrid. So Sigrid and Vert will be picked up. Would like to see that unit go through. So about 15 seconds for Moses. This time, he's playing a little bit different. He did a very good counter picks against his opponents earlier. But this time, we can see him going for a little bit more damage-ish output in the form of the Camilla and Taylor. So very heavy water units that Moses is running. Can they capitalize on that? Because if I were Jose and Ant-Man Jr., I think from here you just probably just pick heavy wind. Things like Singza can be great. Dinah also works just as well. However, they might just be banned off because there's only gonna be one more pick left for Jose. So we'll see about that. Shani Chun, what can he go for here? So double speed lead's already locked in for Moses. He don't need to go for another speed leader. Thinking to go for this Rika. Very interesting Rika pick, honestly. So by running Rika, you are probably banning off the Shizuka there because you do not want to deal against it. Yeah, Shizuka is gonna be so scary. Able to send all the debuffs back. And you do not want that to happen because you are going for a full CC crowd control damage output lineup. You don't have heals apart from Camilla's passive, which only helps out Moses in that sense. It doesn't heal Shan Yichun's side. And we'll see what the bans are. Definitely Shizuka ban, and Wind Robo, Moore, and Sagar will be removed as well. Leaders are locked in. HP speed for Shan Yichun and Moses. Defense and speed for Ant-Man Joes. So Miles actually moving first in front of this Sigrid. Getting the stun onto the Taeor. Oh, that is huge. This combo is so good. Sigrid with the bird. So able to get the attack bar push up again. Miles back to full attack bar. Wow. Another stun. What? That usually don't happen too often, you know? So Oliver is probably gonna be dying real soon. And yeah, Charlotte can't really do too much there. Giving Dinah the turn actually, so that's not too smart. And trying to do as much damage as he can. Getting the stun onto the bird, very important. And now Rika will be able to go for the Toy Knight instead. That was a rather greedy play. I felt like you should have just went for the dots instead. But it's fine. Camilla counters Miles pretty heavily, but how are you gonna kill off this Dinah? So Dinah is always going for the pew pew train. Taeor, no matter how tanky it is, every damage counts because the heals isn't really that great on Moses' side. So if this Dinah gets a violent proc, imagine. Oh my god, my mouth. Too smelly. Oh boy. Another round of inevitable wound incoming onto the Oliver this time. Kama landed, even getting the stun, and he's able to potentially spread this stun onto the other two units. Oh my god, this Diana! Another additional turn to go for the transformation. Oh yeah, we did see the spread earlier already, so Tomoe does not have that one for another 4 turns. I think it's not max skill, from what I'm seeing. Oh, Jesus Christ! This Diana is going crazy! Wow! Never failed to violent proc back. GG! Moses! Whole team got demolished by that Diana. Oh, and Chandra not able to land a slow debuff onto the Rika, so we'll see a potential big damage output here with the Fire Garden Angel. Is it enough? I don't think so, because Diana can always just go for the shield later on, and with that shield intact, they won't be taking that much damage, right? However, he can also just go greedy. We'll see about that. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Is that the wisest choice from that Diana? I am not sure. He took so much damage out from that. Oh, Charlotte gets a very important sleep. And he's able to go for the Toy Knight this time. Getting the stuns onto the Sigrid and the Miles as well. It's not over yet, boys and girls. Are we seeing a potential comeback? Highly likely. Dinah is dead. And this Camilla is just gonna be so strong. However, Miles gets the additional turn, trying to bring down this Colonel ASAP, but then he's so tanky, getting the provoke onto the Miles as well. Another sleep. Now the controls is coming. What a turn of events! Okay. So Chandra getting stunned up this time. Tomoe will die towards the dots. and he can start working onto the left-hand corner. So unfortunately, the Charlotte didn't land any stuns with the second skill Toy Knight, and now getting armor broken as well. The Vert is gonna be doing pretty decent amount of damage here. Wow, look at that. This Vert hits so hard. 5k per hit. Oh! Rika goes down. Colonel is gonna die towards the dot as well. Wow! 4k crit onto the Camilla. He has to kill that Vert. But Chandra, no heart just yet. Can this Camilla sustain? Not able to bring down the Vert in time. Oh no! Camilla last hit. Yeah, Camilla's dead. Wow! That Vert. Jules and Ant-Man Jr. taking 1-0. The Vertihal hit so hard. Even without the attack buff, you know, it was what, 5k per hit. Interesting build. And HP situation on that unit is also quite high. So you can see earlier the Camilla couldn't really kill off the Vert. Needed around 3 hits, including the second skill, right? So second skill only did around like quarter HP or something like that. So rune quality on this Vert is also pretty decent. So Joes. Oh, that's what you get for letting the Sigrid through. Miles. He is not changing anything. I like that, I like that. Whatever works, just stick with it. So now, Shan Yi-chun is falling back towards his Chompong pick. He ain't gonna lock in the Colonel just yet. And Ant-Man Jr. is gonna steal the 2 units that Moses picked earlier as well. The Moore and Oliver. What will Moses Swag do? I think he can go towards this kind of Sonya lineup, but we'll see about that. Sonya, Jameer, pretty decent. So Vanessa pick with the Cigar. Alright. They go hand in hand as well. So you're able to strip armor break into another strip pushback. That's 2 units controlled. Especially in 2v2 arena, you know, because you only got 3 units that you have to be playing. And this time, Joes is going for the Chandra and the Vert. That Vert, I think they are a little bit scared against that unit already. The Vert basically killed off the Camilla, even though elemental disadvantage, you know. So Shizuka will be picked here. 5 seconds left for Shan Yi-chun, going for the Etna as well. So Ant-Man, Juno. I mean, in general, Juno is good against Shizuka, but if Shizuka doesn't use the skill on your team, then yeah, the Juno is kind of like a sitting duck there. But also very decent against the heavy wind units coming out from Shan Yi-chun's side. Moses as well with the Cigar. So Colonel kind of makes sense. Just go rely on some additional damage by HP, Juno by speed, and see what they can do there. That's a very interesting Moses pick. A Samuff that we haven't seen throughout this tournament yet, and it's making its appearance. So, of course, 33% speed leader locked in. And Samuff is gonna be really good against both sides, you know. So I think over here, the ban probably just onto the Charlotte, the Juno, because you got Sagar to deal against the Oliver, right? But yeah, we'll see. A lot of resets to deal against Oliver. I think they are not really afraid of that unit. But Fire Cassandra, ignore defense skill. Could be great. Is it gonna be locked in? Fire Cassandra. I mean, even if you want to ban off the Charlotte, it's not really a good pick, but we'll see. Probably a force ban material here. So 15 seconds left for both sides to choose their bans. And we'll see what Moses and Shang Yichun will do here. This is one of the first times that we are not seeing LD Nat 5s as well. Okay, Miles, Fire Cassandra, Masha, and the Oliver will be removed. Is this Samav gonna be doing enough? That I am not sure. But of course, there's AoE armor breaks coming out from Atna and also the Chompong. Could be great, could be not. We'll see whether they can land their skills. Atna will be moving first here. I think you kinda need to go for the strip. Yeah, onto the Charlotte. In 2v2, Atna is not that strong because you won't be getting full attack bar. Because there's only 3 units that you can gain. And now getting the double stuns onto the Vert and Chandra. I think all things in nature, no doubt about that, onto the left hand side. But he's just gonna go play it safe with this soul protection. So failing to strip the more. And getting the reset, a very important one, onto the Karnal as well. So next turn, Atna here will be able to dish out more damage. Just gonna go for the Shatter into the potential third skill, but getting pushed back once again. So yeah, I think Shizuka played it a little bit greedy. I felt like you can just go for the immunity earlier. But yeah, Juno did have the strip. So what can the Samav do here? He just wants to kill off the Vert. Don't want to deal with that unit. So all things in nature comes. And Vert getting this additional turn. With the glancing intact. Able to crit once. I think glancing doesn't really matter. You should just go for it, you know? Onto the Chandra. Yeah, because additional damage Atna usually multi-hits does pretty amount of decent damage. Vert goes down. Chandra last hit as well. And he does have some buff to deal against the Karnal and also the Juno later on. So this is still a pretty close match because Atna is dying as well. So Chompong with the glancing probably won't be landing much debuffs here. So he just opts for the normal attack, getting the Despair stun. Don't need to touch the Chandra yet, because I think Shizuka will be able to finish it off later. If anything, really, it's already down to last hit. Might bring back this Atna, but we'll see. Okay, reducing the cooldown time onto the Sagar. Teamwork makes the dream work. Alright, so gets the strip onto the Chompong. What can the Vanessa do? Nothing much. No armor break yet. So I'm not really sure. Shouldn't really touch the Moor there. But we'll see. I guess he wants to reset the Karnal, try to get some damage onto the Moor as well. Oh, no armor break landed. That is a little bit unfortunate. So Chandra finally goes down. 3v5. This Shizuka this time getting a lot of additional turns. I think earlier one of the big plays as well was that the Dyna MVP. So even with the glancing, landing the provoke over there. Oh, all this debuffs onto the Juno, that's not good. That ain't fun for Moses. Yeah, 30% heal right off the bat. And can this Juno clutch this one? I am not sure. It's hitting pretty hard now. 1009 per attack. Atna needs to try to land the armor break. Goes for the Shatter. Gets it onto the Moor. So this is his window of opportunity to kill something. Karnal goes down. Sagard does have the second skill. This is gonna do good damage. Yeah, look at that. No crit, still 5k. More don't have the passive as well. So it's gonna be somewhat of a 4v1 against the Juno. I don't see it happening. Yeah, now they can just normal attack all the way, control, pushback, whatever that they can get. Any chip damage onto the Juno is gonna be great. A very greedy second skill there to just normal attack because you do not want to land the armor break as well. With the speed buff, the Juno can cut. But I think, yeah, this one is safe to say. Moses and Shan Yichun will be getting their win back. So 1-1. And who will progress onwards to the final and locking in their slot in the final round, which will be happening on the 10th of December for the 2v2C tournament. It all boils down to this match. Shan Yichun. Oh, what will Joes do now? I am not sure. Nobody knows. Okay, he's taking the Sagard this time. So, mouse stolen away. Is that the right play? But we'll see. Moses is going for the other Sky Surfer as well. The win one. Together with Chiwu. And Man Jr. I think a more pick can be great. But from what I saw earlier, the additional damage from that more didn't really do too much. It was around like 900 to a K to 1000 in terms of the damage output on the second skill. Probably need a little bit more than that. So yeah, nowadays people running more on Swift as well, like the top RTA players. Swift with high crit rate, additional damage by speed, does like 3k per hit. Pretty good. If you have those kind of rune sets, right? So Rakuni and a Charlotte. So the mouse Rakuni combo, that's gonna be dishing out at least around 16 to 18,000 damage. We'll see anything whether they will die towards that. So now Joes is going for a Geo. Geo is gonna be good against things like the Oliver. However, not so much against Shan Yichun's side because of that Rakuni's cleanse. And Moses is just gonna rely very heavily on fire units this time, going for the Masha and Juno. Juno a heavy counter to it, Shizuka, as we saw earlier. But if everything dies already, then Juno 1v4, there's no way to survive. So it could backfire. We'll see. And man, 5 seconds left. What will he do? Abilio. Oh, Abilio Josephine. I'm not really sure about that Josephine pick. But it means that they only got one target to remove. They are definitely gonna be banning off that Oliver, I think. Fingyan also okay. Yeah, you kinda need like a Fingyan or a Dinah on that last slot. A force ban kind of thing. So Moses went very heavy fire for some reason, and Ant-Man Jr. is able to capitalize on that, going for basically full water. So that is a very good pick coming out from Joes and Ant-Man. Tasarion also countering things like Rakuni and the Fingyan. Juno as well. I think it's a force ban. You do not want the Oblivion into the Shizuka AoE Oblivion as well. So removing that unit is a very good option. 10 seconds left to lock in their units. Who will come out ahead and progress onwards to the final round? We are gonna be seeing real soon. So Fingyan, Tasarion, Abilio, and also Masha getting the ban hammer. And we are able to start this match. Oh, Moses. I don't know whether his lineup synergized well. So Josephine is gonna be annoying. However, was it earlier this Josephine didn't do enough damage? Like, I remember the damage output wasn't that high, right? So over here, gets the strip onto everybody on Joe's corner, and the mouse will be able to dish out some good damage, trying to work onto the Shizuka. Alright, getting the pushback done. And can Charlotte get the stun? Only stunning off that Shizuka, so that's not too great. However, Rakuni will be able to boost, but he's not gonna use it yet. And resetting this Geo as well. Oh my god, that was a very greedy play from Juno. Why you do that? Should just hit the Geo, you know? Because the mouse is moving, and you got the Rakuni boost. So Oliver now getting Karmart up. Provoke landed onto the mouse as well. Oh boy. Yin Yang bound the circle, spreading everything, but Juno is able to heal up the team later on. Okay, a very good sleep. Very lucky sleep proc there. So next turn, Charlotte does have the third skill again. Rakuni will be able to boost if he chooses to do it. I feel at this point you don't save the skill, you know? The speed buff 2 turns is huge. You kinda need it. However, no accuracy on this Charlotte. Look at that. Didn't even get the pushback onto the Cigar. But it's not looking too hot for Joes and Ant-Man. Yeah, Shizuka goes down already with its glancing as well. Is this Geo able to land the skill? She does. Not able to get a Despair stun rolling for her. No armor break too. So Miles getting stun up again. Hit press. Oh, that's a very lucky... with the glancing, able to land the reset onto the Oliver. And also this violent proc as well. Able to land everything. Wow. But from here, I think the Geo is just gonna get a heavy beating. Everything is just gonna be targeting it. Yeah, 2.4k. Charlotte shouldn't use the skill on the right side. Yep, correct. Good play there, getting the stun onto the Geo. More needs to do more. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, Geo is going down soon. And yeah, this Josephine's damage. 2k only on the normal attack. That's not enough, my friend. Rakuni is gonna heal up the mouse back to full. Yeah, Geo goes down. 3v6. It's gonna be super hard to come back from this. Every time mouse, look at the damage. It's insane. It's also on Despair, there's more. So no violent proc shenanigans. Okay, guys, a very good crit onto the Oliver's hit, but is that enough? Not able to kill anything just yet. And there's no heals on the side of Ant-Man Jr. Yeah, everything, whatever the Josephine hit, just back to full life. Okay, 10k, Tomoe goes down. Does Chiru want to use the strip? He could. However, failing to land the glancing, and now. Is there any way to kill off the Chiru or Oliver? I think you can't really kill off the Rakuni just yet, you know? So yeah, even with this Juno against double water, I think the additional damage is gonna be great. Yeah, 2k per hit. And also this Josephine is down to the last hit. It's gonna drop, and the Moore is all alone. Moses is Moses is already pressing auto. Yo, this guy. No respect whatsoever. Yeah, he just pressed the auto for the predicted future, you know? So yeah, congratulations to Moses and Shani Chun. They are your finalists for the Southeast Asia English-speaking region qualification. They locked in their slots in the final round already, so congratulations to them. However, it's all to play for as well over here in the regionals, because the winner will be walking away with the Summoner's Angelmon Charger for each team member, and also including the coupon code, which will provide you with crystals and mystical scrolls in the merchandise. The runner-up, which we'll be seeing later. Alright. Who do we have? Coconut and Peppermint Tea against Kai and Cheese Pie, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So one of them will be moving forwards towards the finals as well. And a very good valiant effort coming up from Joes and Ant-Man. They will be receiving 300 crystals each. Alright. So yeah, I think so far so good. Today we are seeing a lot of interesting drafts. Miles and Rakuni kinda works in 2v2 from what I'm seeing, because people are running like heavy crowd control units. Damage output not really there. And with the Rakuni's heal, Miles pure damage, not too bad. You don't really need to flex like LD so far that we're seeing. But of course over here, it's gonna be a contest for heavy LD units. Okay, Peppermint Tea not changing it up. He's still sticking towards his Asher. We do have the next set of best of 3 here. Cheese Pie going for the Chumpong, Shizuka Naftis for Kai. Coconut can go Wunsa and Han. I think standard pick so far. Oh, Maximilian and Wunsa. Alright. Two very strong picks. So with Maxi and Wunsa, that means they're able to lock in a speed leader already. Because I'm pretty sure the Dark Robo is coming in. And Coconut later on will be able to get his Han in play as well. So even if you ban Han and the Dark Robo, you still need to deal against Maxi and Wunsa. So no matter what, there's gonna be a Dark unit to benefit the speed leader from. I think that's their plan that we are seeing every single time. So Peppermint Tea this time going for the Kanal, and Kai is gonna be locking in this Praha. Cheese Pie and Kai both are Gianna users, so they're taking turns taking away that unit. And what can Kai do here? Going for a Riley, a very passive play, but it might turn out well, you know? Because there's gonna be tons and tons of heals. Even though Kai's damage output might be significantly lower, but I think with the heals it's gonna be great. So Coconut can just fall behind towards this Nikki, and a potential Han pick I think could be good. Another speed leader makes sense. Oh, going for a Yonhong instead. I am not sure about that one. So if Maxi is banned, yeah, Wunsa and Asher still moves first, I think. So yeah, Cheese Pie is falling towards second turn pivot with that Rika. Double fire. Just try to lay out as many dots as she can, and the slow debuff. So what will Peppermint Tea do here? His last pick needs to be very important. A unit that can be force banned. Sonia makes sense. Alright. So Sonia will be locked in, and likely just gonna go ham on Kai's slide, you know, if Sonia is let through. So we'll see about this. I still feel like Chumpong Gianna is gonna die to it Sonia one shot. No way they survive. Okay, Dark Robo Wound Saban, including the Nephthys and Rika. It's gonna be very interesting to see because the speed leader on the goat corner. However, Cheese Pie and Kai, they are just praying that they don't die on the first turn. They need to pray very hard because nothing is gonna be moving first. Okay, so leaders are locked in and we are good to go. Our second match of semi-finals, best of 3 is underway. Asher definitely moving first here. Does he need to go for the second skill? He does. Alright, just playing it safe. So pushing the attack bar of the Nikki and the Yeonhong. Yeonhong able to strip something here, failing to land it onto the Gianna. Oh boy, is the additional damage enough? Sonia is able to kill off something. Likely onto the Cheongpong. Yep, there we go. And Maximilian, I think with this damage output, Gianna is gonna go down as well. 4v6 right off the bat. Masha will be dismounted too. Oh, this is looking green for Cheese Pie. That's the thing, when you're running second turn against this kind of heavy bruiser-ish damage dealers lineup, there's no way to survive. So we can see Kai's lineup is just pure support at this point. It's not gonna be doing good damage against the Sonia as well. So the bomb needs to be landed there, I think. However, failing to land it onto the Nikki, that's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, because with the sleep and bomb, potentially 2 turns controlled. However, didn't get it, so very unlucky. Gianna doing Gianna things as usual, only landing dots. And now Sonia is taking quite a lot of damage here, but it's just gonna be boosting up with the Yeonhong able to kill off the Masha real soon. Look at that. And next turn, he does have the ignore defense skill again. And there's nothing Kai can do about it. The Massacre. Great damage done. Shizuka is dead. Soon. So all things in nature needs to come now. There's a lot of debuffs. Riley able to heal up, just trying to prolong the match here. SWAT rain. Ignore defense skill from Sonia, probably onto the Shizuka's head right now. Bam! 1 unit down, turn cycle, another 3 turns, Praha goes down, rinse and repeat, easy for Coconut and Peppermint Tea. Yeah, Cheese Pie and Kai, they need to do something about this. What can they steal in terms of the Nat 5s? LD. I don't think they got Maxi, all this kind of stuff. So it's gonna be tough. I feel like you have to take away the Asher. Or maybe even running a segment. You need something to contest first turn. Because if you're just falling behind second turn, yeah, you're just gonna get demolished by all this kind of damage. Even though they got immunity, right? Who cares? Nikki doesn't bother. Because additional damage just goes through. 5 hits, each hit 3k. That's 15,000. Maximilian just go for the third skill as well. Everything just dies. So yeah, we'll see what Cheese Pie and Kai can do about this. Peppermint Tea getting the first pick. Asher. Yeah, now this is tough. So you need things like Etna, Sagmat. I feel like you have to go for those kind of units. Try to contest speed. But we do know Peppermint Tea Swift sets are also really strong. Now, Coconut is just playing a full. He's bring a full light lineup now. He does have the Julian and Lima. Tons and tons of S tier LD net 5s that he has. Maximilian and Musa don't need to change things up. Yeah, he was just flexing his other LDs. And Kai now. Naftis and Shizuka again. Oh boy. I don't like that too. If you go Naftis, you should follow up with another fast unit, you know. You fall behind this Shizuka, they are just gonna run you over with Sonya picks. As easy as that. So yeah, Pepperminty already knows it. He can capitalize on this weakness. And just gonna lock in the Sonya with the Dark Robo. Dark Robo, of course, like I mentioned earlier, synergize very well with the Wunsa, Maximilian, Speed Lead, Han as well. And they are not changing anything on the side of Cheese Pie and Kai. Also running the same exact units, Gianna, Masha. This ain't looking too hot. I think they are just gonna be picking in the same units. Regardless of the ban, I think it's gonna be the same outcome. So Nikki and Yeonhong will be picked. What can Kai do here? Yeah, at this point, it's not looking great. Praha again. You don't have speed leader, you're done for. Nothing is gonna contest for speed on Cheese Pie and Kai's side anyways. So yeah, this is a little bit rough. I'm going for the Rika. And what will Peppermint do here? I think just pick the same units and lock it in. Call it a day, you know. So down to the wire, taking his time on the last pick, and it's gonna be the Water Ryu this time. Alright then. So at least there's 2 speed leaders on Goat's corner. And what will Cheese Pie do here? I guess going for Heigang kind of makes sense. But there's just too much attack bar pushback from Dark Robo and more. I don't think the Heigang can also cut in between. So yeah, pivoting into a Diana at the end. The Chompong and Gianna is just gonna drop like flies, pretty sure. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Alright, let's see here. I think Diana ban. No brainer, Diana Naftis or Diana Rika. Either one of those. And if you're Cheese Pie and Kai, who do you ban? It's so tough. Yep. Like I mentioned earlier, Diana and Rika ban. Sonya this time with the Maxi. Okay, they are removed from the field. So 6 units on the side of Good is gonna be moving first. I don't think Cheese Pie can survive that. Literally all 6 units are gonna be moving. But we'll see here. Attack lead, speed lead for Kai and Cheese. Here we go. Can they come back from this? We'll see. Asher will be able to boost up his team potentially. Alright, just gonna go for it. Wunsa will be able to get the AoE strip. Yeonhong with the attack bar push with the blade fan. However, he just goes for the charge onto the Wunsa. So trying to do as much damage as he can onto the Masha. This Masha is gonna take a lot of damage. Look at that. It's gonna be dismounted soon. Gianna getting stunned up as well. Yeah, like I said, this team doesn't work, man. You need to contest speed. You fall behind second turn, you're just gonna get wrecked. 6 units move, and on the side of Cheese Pie, he's already done for because the Robo is gonna be moving with the skill soon, unless it gets stunned up here. Okay, doesn't. Naftis can follow up with the second skill. Didn't use it onto the Robo side. Oh my god. So Robo now will be able to place all this damage, and Cheese Pie, he got Pie. Alright. And Praha now trying to work onto the Nikki, at least bringing down that unit. 5v3. It's not really over yet. So Chumpong will be able to go for the reset. No Despair Stun. Probably on a... Oh, Yonhong is dying. Alright. Oh, this is looking good for Kai. I think he can kill off the Yonhong soon. However, the damage output onto this Praha with that more Despair Stun, that is huge. Can Praha Violent proc? Not able to get it. So no heals incoming, and Asher will be able to finish off that unit. Next turn, only the Soul Protection is in play. Now, Nephthys needs the Violent. Did not get it. So, second skill will be placed probably onto... Oh, I don't know, man. Who can he revive? Praha, probably. Yep, for the sleep. Yeah, I think you just go for the sleep here. Has to sustain the Dark Robo. No Despair Stun onto Nephthys means that Nephthys will be able to have that second skill soon. But the damage output, look at that. Inhale Magic, I think this is gonna finish off the Shizuka real soon. And there's nothing the Nephthys can do now. Yep, it's looking bleak for Kai. Oh boy. 2-0 victory for Peppermint Tea and Coconut. So congratulations to them. They will be our second finalists, and they will also be representing the Southeast Asia English qualification. They are progressing onwards to the final round, as well as Moses and Shang Yichun. Alright, so now this is the ego match, you know, the pride match between these two teams. Although already both qualified for the final round, it's all to play for still, because the winner of this regional qualification, they will be receiving the Summonerswo Angelmon Charger. It's really nice, and it's wireless as well. So each team member will be getting one, and also it includes a coupon code with crystals and mystical scrolls. The runner-up will be getting a Summonerswo puzzle. It's a puzzle box. I think probably about 1,000 pieces, so it's gonna be a fun thing to do on your pastime. And yeah, both of them minimum locked in already in terms of the prizes for the regional qualification. All good for Kai and Cheese Pie, because they are also just gonna be getting 300 crystals each per member for their efforts, alright? Played really well, but to no avail. It's gonna be very hard to deal against Goat's lineup at the end of the day. So yeah, you know, all this kind of LDs is gonna be hard to tackle. So it kind of makes sense they had to fall behind towards those kind of lineup where I felt like Cheese Pie should have changed things up a little bit, because by running things like the Gianna was not on the Nemesis trap. Yeah, even if Nikki does, should have been on Nemesis, honestly, because if the Nikki does the second skill, the third skill, gets full attack bar, able to strip stun, because Nikki provides the attack buff. So yeah, the Gianna didn't really provide anything in all of the matches whatsoever. And now we do have the finals. Alright, the final match is gonna be a best of 5 as well. And Shang Yichun already took note of that. He is going for the Etna pick. Yeah, you need something like this to counter the lineup of Peppermint Tea. Although maybe you're not confident with your Swift, but I still think you kinda need to do it. Use all this kind of heavy, high base speed units to try to interrupt the combo coming up from Peppermint Tea and Coconut. So Oliver and Moore picked up, securing at least a speed leader. This is big. So now Coconut, I think he's just gonna go for the Naftis Wunsa, Naftis Maxi. These kind of lineups all make sense. Yonhong, alright. So Yonhong also very high base speed there. And Shang Yichun is just going for the Charlotte. Charlotte and Kanal worked very well for him earlier. So do we see non-LDs winning LDs? It's all about the draft. The draft is very important. Also your rune quality, you know. So yeah, Peppermint Tea is going for the Chumpong, and Sonia seems like they know they are gonna get first turn, so just gonna be locking in those 2 units. Probably Coconut is gonna go for another speed leader, but we'll see about that. And Moses, what can he do? 10 seconds left. Do you bring things like Segmet? Segmet can be a decent counter towards quite a lot of the lineups coming up from Peppermint Tea and Coconut. But Double Fire makes sense. Yeah, I think Juno and Masha can be great as well. But yet again, first turn is looking scary. Oh boy. The tanky Han is in play. We saw earlier the Sonia couldn't kill. Oh, last minute. Oh, changing it up to the Maximilian. Alright then. So yeah, Julian didn't really do too well with those kind of lineups. Because Julian is a little bit passive, you know. So Segmet. Good pick. Good pick by Shani Chun. And what will Peppermint do here? Taking this Teor. Although there's quite a lot of win units. Okay. Respectable. So probably an Adna ban, I think, with that Teor pick. And you likely need to ban off this Teor as well. So yeah, Teor is gonna be good against Juno, Masha, all this kind of stuff. Very annoying. But of course, Asher is gonna be one of the forced ban as well. Yeah, he's gonna be in a pickle, so just gonna be removing the Asher and Yonhong, who is moving first here. So 24% speed lead on both sides. Can the Segmet reset this Sonia? We'll see about that. He does have the 50% attack, so confirm will be landing the ignore defense. Whether it's fast enough, that's another question. So Segmet actually going first. This is the play. So at least moving first gets the reset onto the Sonia. Sonia now can't kill anything. That is huge. So strip landed onto the side of Coconut. The Maximilian and Han this time looks rather squishy. Probably kill off the Maximilian here, right? Oh, no armor break landed onto the Han. Pretty unfortunate. And now Charlotte has to follow up with this pushback. Even though glancing, he's gonna go for it. And likely Han is gonna go down here. But with the armor break onto the Segmet's hit, the Teor is gonna do so much. He was banking on the Despair stun onto Naftis. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. So now Teor will be able to go for the crush. Big damage done onto the Segmet. Follow up with the Curse of the Beautiful. So now Sonia does have the skill. This is gonna be scary. So it's not really over yet for Coconut and Peppermint Tea. They are killing off so many units. Okay, removing the Maximilian here. Sonia is gonna be moving real soon. But can this more kill it in time? The Teor did not crit. Oh, Sonia. But 3 fire units. Yeah, no way. Oh boy, he was banking on a lucky crit. Unfortunately, didn't get it. And then now, Masha don't need to even touch the Nephthys. I think you just go for the Chompong. Because permanent immunity, the Teor needs to bring down that unit. But Teor likely gonna be dropping turrets Juno's additional damage and also the more. The rolling spike comes, able to finish off the Chompong. And I don't see a way for the Teor to come back from this. Wow, that's a very nice crit, and that is how you counter Goat's lineup. Yeah, Etna segment. Those two, so good. Okay, so Nephthys getting stunned up here. This one is probably over, but yet again, it's gonna be a best of 5. And anything can happen, really. So, first win for Moses and Shan Yichun. One step closer to winning their best of 5 against Pepper and Coconut. Two really strong players. Once again, congratulations to them for yesterday's performance in the Siege Battle Tournament, Season 13, I believe. They won Illuminate pretty convincingly. So we do have the second match underway here. And Pepper, he hasn't changed his Asher first pick for a very long time, since the start of this 2v2 tournament. So I think nothing is gonna be changing. Asher, Etna, Coconut just gonna flex all his LD nat 5s. He don't have normal elemental units. And Moses is gonna go for Oliver and more. I think that's standard. But we'll see whether he's having any other ideas up his sleeve, you know? So about 5 seconds left. What will he do here? Oh, a very early Masha. Interesting. Not really a fan of that, but it could work. Alright, so Peppermint Tea. So try element on their side now. Chompong Kanal. Okay, taking away Shan Yichun's lineup. That is good. Those are two very good picks, because from what we saw earlier, Yichun always goes for the Chompong and the Kanal every single match. So taking away those two units kinda makes sense. And he's gonna fall back towards his Shizuka and also the Charlotte. I don't think this is a Nephthys gameplay unless you plan to ban off the Shizuka later, right? So we'll see what Coconut has in store for us. He does have more LD nat 5s. We saw him flash the Tianlang earlier a little bit. Oh, he's bringing a normal unit. Wow, amazing. So Chiwu is gonna be locked in. Alright, double Pioneers. And a Yonhong as well. He really wants first turn this time. And Moses, what do you do against those kind of lineup? Camilla. Okay, Camilla can be great. What is gonna be the other unit? And a Rika as well. Interesting. Okay, so no immunity on their side. Rika is gonna do a lot if it's not banned out, honestly speaking, because there's no reset as well. And 100% resistance usually kind of works for that unit. But yeah, we'll see. Pepper, what will he do here? Going for the Sonia once again. Okay, if I am Shang Yichun, 20 seconds left. Ban likely has to be on things like Asher, right? I don't know. You don't really want them to move first. But yet again, there's a Chiwu and Wunsa in play, so that's a little bit tough. So just falling back on this Meiho Wang instead. So Mei Ho Wang is gonna do wonders against Han. Han can't stun it. However, we'll be able to armor break it. And we'll see whether the Mei Ho Wang can drop from there. But yeah, regardless, it's gonna be quite heavy win lineup coming up from Peppermint Tea side. So it's gonna be locked in here. Mei Ho Wang, Moore, Han, and the Chompong will be banned out. Okay, after the final match, guys, we do have another coupon code for you guys. It's up to 1,000 for redemption, so make sure to collect it once I show it onto the screen later after this finals best of 5, alright? Make sure to do so. It's a very juicy code for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. And we are into our second match here of the best of 5 between Peppermint Tea, Coconut, and Shang Yichun. Moses got crushed, goes on to the Etna, and Etna goes down right off the bat. However, Shizuka is still in play. Will potentially be able to revive that unit up into a AoE armor break, maybe? We'll see. So just trying to boost turn cycle that Sonya as much as they can. That's a very good play. So now Chiwu going for the beneficial block actually onto the Charlotte instead of the Masha. Very interesting. Kanal getting this additional turn as well. Big damage done. And I think Charlotte is gonna be dying here. Yep, there we go. 4v6 right off the bat. And now Masha needs to one-shot something. So close to killing off the Sonya. I think you can't play greedy here. Yeah, you're just gonna go for the Charlotte pushback. Right, getting the very important glancing onto both of those units as well. This Camilla hasn't been landing her freeze for a very long time. And now, with all this slow debuff on the side of Peppermint Tea, it's looking pretty good, you know, for Moses. So Blade Fan is coming. Bam, bam, bam. Masha with a beneficial block, not able to capitalize on the passive. And all things in nature needs to be landed here on the right hand corner. So getting the stuns, very important onto the Yonhong, because that's a unit they don't want to really fight so much. So annoying. So glancing too strong onto the Camilla. Not able to crit, not able to freeze. Everything also can land. And Masha now will be dismounted. He gets the crit. Wow. So here, what do you do? Do you play it greedy? I think you should just finish off the channel instead. Okay. So calculated to perfection. He knows that don't have the skill. And now Etna can just go for the third skill onto Asher, securing that. Alright. So yeah, Asher is gonna die towards the dot. And it's gonna be Camilla against Yonhong, who will drop first. Because Masha is definitely dead. The 2-turn sleep just prolonging her life over there. Yeah, with the boost and then Winsa's third skill, I think, yeah, definitely that unit is dying. So Rika half-life already. Blade Fan has to be onto it. Now the question here is whether they can kill off the Yonhong in time. This Camilla hasn't been landing freeze all day long. Salt to the wound. The 2-turn sleep onto Rika as well. But it's not over yet. Shizuka can still change the gameplay. So we'll see about that. Yep, no violent proc from this Camilla. Camilla accuracy very low. Yonhong next turn does have the heal. He needs to bring somebody back. Probably the Charlotte. Try to slow things down. Unfortunately, didn't get any stuns. Oh, finally he got a freeze. Oh, that is huge. Now all things in nature comes. That is big, that is big. Now he can kill into this, and he can kill the Chiwu again into the proc onto the Wunsa. That Shizuka on last hit coming in clutch. Yeah, he's just gonna secure the kill onto the Wunsa, and that is GG. 2-0 up for Moses and Shang Yichun. They are playing so well. So once again, this is a best of 5. Do we see them 3-0ing Pepperminty and Coconut? That is something that it's kind of uncalled for, that we don't really see too often, you know, because those two players are like one of the best in Asia server. Very, very close match earlier. So yeah, Camila also got a little bit unlucky with all the miss freeze at the start, at least for 2 times. But when it came in handy, it sure did. Yeah, that freeze onto the Yeonhong. The Yeonhong got stunned up, couldn't heal up, and it was just all over. So, Moses, what will he do this time? The Masha did a lot of work. And yeah, Etna also makes sense. Very good first pick. Pepperminty this time not using the Asher first pick as well. Going for the Kanal. What will Moses do here? Just gonna go for the Masha and more. Alright. Wow, we are seeing non-LDs actually making a very good show over here. Yep, the Duck Flex. Han, Wunsa. Since Kanal is picked, I think Shizuka Charlotte, Shizuka Chompong, one of those kind of comps. 10 seconds left for Yichun to choose his units here. Huh, that's a very random Virat. I don't think you use that unit. So yeah, just gonna be locking in the Charlotte and Shizuka, not changing things up on his corner. And Pepper. Do we see the Duck Robo again? Oh, Chumpong and Asher. Alright. For Moses, there's a few things that he can do here. Camila also gonna be very strong, right? Yeah, he can still fall behind towards his Camila. And another +1, but yeah, 5 seconds left. We'll see what he chooses to do it. Amduat. Wow, he's actually locking in Amduat, bro. Okay. Amduat not good in 2v2, by the way. It doesn't get the attack bar push when the other side is moving. So, yeah. It's something like Antares, you know, it doesn't really work that well in 2v2. So, we'll see whether it actually pays off there. Coconut just gonna lock in all his Dark LD Nat 5s. That synergizes very well together. And what will Yichun do here? Going for an Abilio pick at the end. Okay, try to get a little bit of heals rolling. But is that enough? Okay, locking it in. Pepper, Pepper, Pepper. Duck Robo. I have a very good feeling it's gonna be a Duck Robo. Okay, down to the 5 seconds. Taking his time here. Sonia, okay, yeah, Sonia also makes sense. So he does know that his Asher outspeeds the Etna, right? Because if they ban more, means no more speed leader, and Coconut and Pepperminty is just gonna have a field trip, just throwing all of their skills. Pretty sure something is gonna die within the first turn. So yeah, very good draft coming out from Peppermint Tea and Coconut. I think they locked this one, kinda. However, not banning off the more, removing Asher as well, so that might backfire a little bit. We'll see. So leaders are locked in. Can Coconut and Peppermint Tea come back from this? Or will Moses and Yichun be our winners for the regional qualification for the Southeast Asia English-speaking countries? We'll see about that. Etna going first. Going for the capture onto the Sonya. Big stun. And Sonya is already dying. However, this more no accuracy, failing to land strips onto everyone on their side. And now Nikki will be able to dish out this Dark Guardian Angel. Big damage done. Amdot cutting in between. Not able to strip as well. So pretty unfortunate. And now Masha needs to try to kill off the Nikki. Gets the additional turn. That was huge. So Maximilian's damage output is also gonna be scary. I think if I were Chongpong here, I just go for the second skill. Alright. But now, all things in nature to save Yichun's lineup. He needed that badly. And Sonya is gonna go down if he just uses the third skill onto the left hand corner. But taking a little slight risk, going for the Toy Knight. Still able to kill off the unit, so it doesn't really matter. Moore just got one-shotted, and Amdot getting stunned up as well. So just trying to do as much damage as he can onto the Masha. It's gonna get dismounted here. Oh, I think Max, Chompong, yeah, Chompong is gonna die soon. Maximilian still alive though. Did he misplay with the Masha? Probably should just kill off the Maxi earlier. But now there's a chance to bring back somebody alive. And who would that be? Nobody. So just gonna go for the increased cooldown time onto the Charlotte. Gets the additional turn. Getting the stun onto the Han as well. Oh. Yichun and Moses. Are they gonna get 3-0? We'll see whether this Colonel can clutch. So with the slow debuff onto those two units, they are not gonna be moving anytime soon. Oh, however, Chompong won't die yet. Oh, additional turn! This could be game-changing. Now, pushback comes. Oh, this is gonna be real close. So just trying to do as much damage as he can onto that unit. Han no skills yet. With the glancing, will he crit? Not able to crit. Has to provoke this Etna. I think Etna is the problem. It's so low on health as well. I believe there's gonna be a connection issue between those two players. Okay. Alright, there's a pause over here. So not really sure whether the match will be back. Just give us a moment. Tech issues. Apologize on that. But I don't know who is gonna win then. It's so close between the Colonel. Okay, we are back. Okay, Etna is still alive. Bringing back the Masha. Who does he kill? He has to go for the Han. Yeah, that's the correct play. Capture. Can he stun the Colonel? He got it. 3v1, but double win, and everything is already dying. Getting the all things in nature. That is huge. Glancing, but then so much damage, and Masha will be able to finish off this Colonel. 3-0 clean sweep for Yichun and Moses Swag up against the GOATs. Wow. Totally did not expect that. Amazing matches. I think they played it to perfection. Like, even though you're facing all this kind of like very heavy LD Nat 5s, like I said, you have to take advantage of things like Segmat, Etna, all this kind of stuff which are obtainable rather easily. I mean, comparing to Yon Hong and stuff, right? So obviously, they are normal elemental Nat 5s, but they do have a very strong kit. You can see earlier, the first round where the Segmat got the reset off onto the Sonya. Couldn't do anything. Clean sweep. Easy win. You let the Etna through. Etna goes for the strip stun. Also, Sonya just dies like that. Easy. So yeah, 3-0 from Moses and Yichun. Congratulations to them. They are gonna be winning the Summoner's Charger each per member, and also it includes a coupon code which consists of crystals and mystical scrolls in the merchandise. However, Coconut and Peppermint Tea, they will be receiving the Summoner's War puzzle box with a coupon code as well. So congratulations to all of the players today that won their prizes. The Moses and Yichun, including Coconut and Pepper, they will be progressing onwards to the final round, alright? They will be our qualifiers for the final round, and as you can see here, the champion will win 2,000 USD, runner-up getting 1,000, third, fourth placing $500 as well. This is a very big tournament, and I can't wait to see what the other regions has installed for us. And before we end this stream, guys and girls, there's gonna be another coupon code for you guys. Alright, you have been waiting for this one. It is Fight for C. Alright, once again, Fight for C, you are able to receive 1 mystical scroll, 1,000 redemptions up for grabs, and make sure to collect it as soon as you can. Alright, so once again, the coupon code is Fight for C. You'll be able to receive 1 mystical scroll, potential Nat 5, who knows? Anything can happen, you know? So that's the beauty of this game. If you are sun running hot in game, you know, with your summons, few scrolls every time, you're able to potentially get a Nat 5. So that concludes the end of the Southeast Asia English Qualification region. Congratulations to the 2 teams, Moses, Yichun, and on the other hand, Coconut and Peppermint Tea. They will be our qualifiers from this region, and they will be facing the other 2 qualifiers from Vietnam, Indonesia, and also Thailand. Alright? And they will be fighting out for the grand prize of 2,000 USD. It's gonna be a big one, so I can't wait to see you guys. Once again, it's gonna be happening on the 10th of December. And that concludes the end of this stream. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll definitely catch you guys real soon on the 10th of December. Take care, have a pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.